Bruh, he threw him in the garbage, though.
Garbage. Literally threw him in the garbage.
How you throw a grown man in the garbage?
So that in itself gets a thumbs up. Strowman Big Show was okay. Wasn't as good as their last Raw match. Oh, and John Cone falling out the ring.
Bro, ref took a bump, man. That dude, like, I wonder if refs practice taking bumps.
that motherfucker practiced that one. He was waiting to take that bump.
He fucking sold that shit like a stunner.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's good. That's
9.
good quality
Tweet
stuff.
9. After that great main event and tag team match alone, it deserves the thumbs up. Tweet
There was
10.
a tag team match?
There was. Well, was there? I don't remember.
Oh, Enzo and Cass, and he made a mistake.
Yeah. Tweet 10. Braun. Tweet 11. People are already complaining that we already saw that superplex spot already. No one in this thread has complained about that. Tweet 12, the ring collapse, mandatory thumbs up. Tweet 13, bro. Tweet 14, saw that ring break spot coming from a mile away, but other than that, I thought this episode was pretty decent.
You know what? Let me ask you this question, because I think that something like that is really nitpicky. And I think that a lot of wrestling fans are like that. Where they're like, oh, I saw this happen, and I saw it, I called it, I saw this was coming. Hey, if that devalues what happened. We're live, by the way. As if that devalues what happened, right? Like, we all saw it coming. We all tweeted before it happened. Bro, that ring sold. That ring sold the hell out of that suplex.
Yeah, it's just like I knew it was coming because they took the LC.
And I think that off.
It's just like, yeah, I know it's coming, but I don't give a shit. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yo, the ring took a bump. The stairs. Did you see the stairs on the outside cell?
The stairs took a bump. Yeah. Nobody's tweeting about the stairs. Everybody's like, rest in peace, John Cone. What about the stairs, though?
Bro, the stairs did the Rock sell. The stairs legitimately did the Rock sell.
They did a handstand and everything.
Everything. All right, so let's introduce this thing. Would you please do me the honors? I'm gonna keep rubbing my eyes during this. They're gonna see me on camera, so I gotta explain. I'm rubbing my eyes because it's freaking allergy season, and my eyes are destroying me right now.
All right, well, welcome to your Raw review for April 17, 2017. Jesus, I don't even know what year it is. This is Blackjack with Wyza. We're on Wyza's channel, so I guess I'm really the co-host in all of this. We're reviewing Monday Night Raw, a show where I saw the important shit that happened. A ring imploded. We'll get to that soon, as we previewed it already. No Roman Reigns tonight.
No Broman gains.
No Broman gains. None. And it seems like from the reaction of what just happened at the main event, everybody's happy.
Hey,
everybody's happy.
How'd you feel about Raw? Do you give it thumbs up or thumbs down?
I didn't really give a shit about it, but shit, a ring imploded, so damn. I mean,
true.
Made up for about everything else. We had a ref take a bump. We had the stairs take a bump. Braun Strowman literally threw a man in a garbage can. Literally.
You say he threw a garbage can?
That.
He did what? I say it again? I was yelling at
Braun Strowman literally threw a man in a garbage can. That literally happened.
Hey, when we talked earlier,
I'm not exaggerating. That literally happened.
When we talked earlier, didn't I say, like, you know, if Roman's gonna be off the show, I need Braun to just come out and start attacking 205 Live guys?
Yes.
And he gets, I mean, at least he got Kalisto.
What did I say when we were talking? I was like, yo, if Kurt Hawkins comes out and cut this promo, if he doesn't,
you wanted Kurt Hawkins dead.
I don't, bruh. I was waiting for it, and then Finn Balor came out, and I was like, all right, never mind.
That dude is so uninterested right now. He's like, all right, when am I gonna have my big match?
Yeah, like, okay, fine. You're putting me in a match with Kurt Hawkins. What the fuck ever.
All right.
How was this preparing me for Bray Wyatt again? Then again, that motherfucker don't win shit, so.
Yeah, I'm drinking a Capri Sun. I need to take this Zyrtex pill. I respond to the chat. I need to take this damn Zyrtex pill. Actually, no, it's a Kool-Aid jammer. So, the same thing. Whatever. Yeah, Layla just brought it to me because she can't pour me like a glass of anything. So yeah, just bring me a juice right quick. So I'm drinking her shit. She could deal with it. Now, overall, my thought on Raw, I gave, like, a lot of people are giving it thumbs up. I hate to be negative Nancy on it, but this is a thumbs down show for me because it just seemed uneventful. Like, top to bottom, if I would have to weigh everything, there's I think there's about 3 things for me that I could talk about in length. Everything else is pretty much just filler
before
stuff.
You go on, let me be fair.
Oh,
I came in when the 3 important things happened.
I started watching at about at about 8:30 because I kind of overslept. So let me say this real quick. We will be doing call-ins. They're going to be toward the back half of the show. Discord link is in the description below. You can follow me on Twitter at Wyzanow, WYZANOW, and you can follow Blackjack as well at It's 21. No, is it? It's just It's Blackjack, right?
It's 21 Blackjack.
So the 21 is in there.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. So It's 21 Blackjack, no apostrophe.
Yep.
Makes sense, right? As I move around like my camera gimmick, I gotta fix that with my keyboard. So we shall.
I do have to ask one question.
Go.
Because I did miss the first half of the show. When Braun Strowman did come out, I do have the recap in front of me. So
okay.
But when Braun Strowman came out, did he get cheered?
Are you talking about when he first came out to start the show?
8 o'clock when he started the show. Did he get cheered?
All right, chat's gonna have to answer that one because I was asleep.
Damn.
I'm dead serious.
Right.
I was gone. I had my alarm set and everything, and I just no-sold it.
All right. Well, I do have the recap in front of me, so I can go through the show piece by piece.
Okay, and I'll let you know what they say because I am looking at the chat.
All right, you ready?
Go.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you ready, kids?
Oh, God. Actually, as you're saying this, I'm imagining Austin Aries doing his thing where he's about to do the elbow thing, and he's like doing a crowd, trying to pump the crowd to one side, turns to the other side, and he's pumping up the crowd the other side. That's what I'm picturing right now as you do this.
Wow.
You're now Austin Aries. Austin Aries Black. I'll find some way to pencil that all in together. But you're Austin Aries right now. But go ahead.
I'll take that one. All right.
Hey, nothing wrong with being a strict vegan.
With a banana in his pocket all the time.
Oh God.
Show opens up with a recap of last week's wild beatdown.
They said there was a big pop, major pop.
Okay. Get all I need to know.
The man is a baby face. All right.
Roar happens, and Braun Strowman comes in. He's proud to say that he broke Roman in half last week, and he left it, and he put him in an ambulance and left him in there. And Reigns has a separated shoulder and cracked rib, and he's damn sure proud to announce that Roman will not be here tonight. Now that Roman's out of the way, he's going to tear through the entire locker room to show that he's the monster among men.
So they did something right there, at least. Go ahead.
Kurt Angle comes out. He asks Braun what he's trying to prove and says he's done enough damage, to which Strowman says there's still more to come. Kurt says Roman said the same thing, and despite his injuries, he's giving Reigns what he wants, which is a match at Payback. I don't know if the crowd reacts to that. I don't know what the crowd's reaction was to that. Braun says it'll be Roman's. Braun says it'll be Roman's funeral, which I'm told I would have popped the fuck for, because here's what would have happened. Roman would have died, and then Braun would have showed up at his funeral and been like, I'm not done with you yet, Roman.
Yeah, I wanted to do it. So they're going to have an ambulance/buried alive match, is what you're telling me.
Dude, if he buries Roman alive, I'll cry.
Yo. Now I want to see a buried alive match with these two.
Legit tears.
Because he can't kick out at 2 in that point, right?
No.
He can't kick out.
He'll bury him. And then once he's done burying him, he'll dig him back out and be like,
I'm not finished with you yet, Roman.
And it will be the best buried alive match of all time.
Said Braun, doesn't he mean big tits mixed strong ass?
Yeah, big tits and strong ass. See, that gimmick's over.
Yes. Let me say something about Kurt Angle, right? In this whole GM role. and you just let me know what you think about this. So they usher in all these GMs to do the exact same thing, which is just come out, announce matches, do a promo, and they just all feel the same, right? I would like to see,
except Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan doesn't.
He kind of does too. Well, let me tell you where I'm going with this, and then you'll understand. Okay. So, the variation that I would like to see with these GMs is I would like to see them actually. I would like to see them do the GM, but in their particular personality, like their personality behind it. Like the Kurt Angle that we all grew up watching, very aggressive, very out there, emotional, strong. I mean, he did have his comedy. He had his comedy segments, you know, when he went through that phase. But he was just one of those guys that was very... I can't think of the word here that I'm trying to give, but I would like to see him be a GM in that role where he's like, this is how I am, this is how I would like the show to go, and start trying to mold the show so it feels more like something related to his character. Otherwise, all the shows are just going to feel the same.
Yeah, okay, so here's my thing with, like, Kurt, is that, like, his new thing is that, well, not his new thing, but he just goes like, it's true, it's damn true, and now it's just like, that's his catchphrase, and I'm like, Kurt Angle is way more than just that phrase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're summing up Kurt Angle in one phrase that I barely remember him for. You know, when I think of Kurt Angle, I think of him coming out in a Mark Brunell jersey and pretending to be John Cena and doing lame-ass raps in front of him. I think about him drinking milk. I think about way more than just that one stupid fucking catchphrase. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what I mean. Like, when it comes to these GM roles, I would like to see them try to mold the show after the type of person that they've been with, that the thing that made them special and the thing that made them a star. Like, start trying to change the show a little bit. Otherwise, it's just you're another guy in a suit that's making matches.
It's the same problem that I have with well, outside of Renee Young. Renee Young somehow breaks this mold, but any other interviewer that they have on Raw or SmackDown or NXT for that matter, they're all robots. They do the same thing. It's just like they come up to you and be like, "The Big Show."
Okay.
Braun Strowman is a crazy man. Why would you be in a match with him? I'm going to point the mic in your face. Can you please answer my question? And I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to stare at you and I'm going to maybe nod once. And then when you go away, I'm just going to stare off screen and I'm going to wait for them to take this fucking camera off of me.
Right. You know what? WWE is just creating robots.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Which is why none of their people are over.
That's crazy.
You know who's over? The people who don't feel like fucking robots.
Yeah, like you said, Renee, that's a good example because she just feels like a genuine person. Like, we know Renee Young's name, right? Whereas everyone else, we're like, who are... You know what? The best example of this is what Jericho did tonight when... What was the guy's name? The guy's name was Mike, and he kept calling him Tom or something like that, right?
Oh, you mean... Oh, yeah,
and he said, I took all this time to learn your name. I finally got your name, and you're telling me it's something different now. That right there sums up all of this. All of you are the same. All of you are the same.
Yeah.
That's a good metaphor for this entire thing, and it sucks that it's that way. I would just like to see the GM role be a little bit more catered toward that person's upbringing in the WWE, because like right now it's like we got fucking Kurt Angle as our GM, and it's like,
and they're gonna make him suck within a week.
It's like, what makes him special anymore besides he's just Kurt Angle? Like, I don't even feel like I'm watching Kurt Angle when he comes out there.
I don't even feel like I'm watching the Hardy Boys when they come out.
Oh, I mean, we'll get there. You know what? Let's continue on.
All right, so Kurt Angle comes out, and then Kurt Angle says he should have been suspended. He could consider it a night off. Braun says Mick Foley tried to play these games. You see how far it got him. Demands competition or else. Angle asks, or what? Braun gets in his face, drops the mic, leaves. And then commentary talks about the #1 contenders match for the women's title and Miz TV featuring Dean Ambrose for later. But up next, Chris Jericho versus Samoa Joe.
Skip it. Keep going. Didn't happen.
Then Seth Rollins entered. He was going to be at the announce desk for the match.
Skip it. Keep going.
Chris Jericho versus Samoa Joe. They had a match.
Just nothing to talk about with that.
Samoa Joe wins by submission with the Coquina Clutch. Joe calls Seth out and asks the crowd to behold him. He asks Rollins if he remembers what it sounded like when he arrived here, because he remembers it very well. It was the sound of his ligaments and joints popping as he collapsed to the ground, screams of agony, his pleads for mercy.
They did the monikers too, by the way, in this.
Oh, really?
They
so
did.
it was the destroyer, Samoa Joe going after the Kingslayer. Seth
You're
Rollins
the Kingslayer. I'm the destroyer. I'm like, oh God, no. No.
You see, I pointed it out. I pointed it out before. Now you can't unsee it.
I can't. These monikers gotta go.
And here's the thing: they're being dead ass serious about it.
Like, what was Stone Cold's? All right, Stone Cold's moniker was Stone Cold, but it fit his name. But
that was a part of his name, though.
Yeah. Then when you think of The Rock, what was The Rock's moniker? Did The Rock even have a moniker? It was just fucking The Rock.
I mean, sure, you could say he's the electrifying one.
And then he called himself the People's Champ, which worked because.
But it wasn't like they were like, so tonight the People's Champ, The Rock, will go up against.
Right. It's him. He come out and he calls himself the People's Champ, and it was part of his promo. This is like,
and now it's a brand, so it's like
the super fast Sonic the Hedgehog.
Seth Rollins will go up against the Destroyer, Samoa Joe, while the Gift of Jericho sits at ringside. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
The Gift of Jericho sits at ringside. Oh God! As soon as you said that, I just thought about Braun Strowman running across the ring, not the ring, but running across the ramp just to kick him in the chest.
Oh yes.
God. I'm not finished with you yet, Roman. All right, go ahead. Yo, I need that as a transition. Holy shit, I need that as a transition.
Like we go to another segment. I'm not done with you, Roman. So tonight, then after that we had, oh my God. Yeah, but like if the Rock were like
the Brahma Bull. There it is. It was the Brahma Bull that was attached to him. That came a little later, and they didn't flush it down your throat though.
Yeah, it's just it's not like Michael Cole was yelling here, the Brahma Bull, the Rock.
Plus, that came from him getting it tattooed. It was something he came up with himself, and he tattooed it on himself. Mm-hmm. You know, it just felt a little less forced, but he did have one. Sure,
Triple H was the game, but like even when JR was calling, it's just like, you know, it's not like he was like the game, Triple H or whatever. It was just, nothing felt branded.
Yeah, it was either the game or Triple H. Like,
yeah, you called him either the game or you called him Triple H, and we knew what that meant.
So let's continue on. This was a nothing. Like this was a nothing match.
Everybody has a brand now, so it's like Sami Zayn is the Lord of the Underground, or Samoa Joe is the Destroyer. Roman Reigns is the big dog. He's gonna hunt. You're like you know what they're gonna
bark.
No, it's like the big dog is on the hunt. Like every single time, you know what they're gonna say. Braun Strowman may be the only one who doesn't have a name like that. He's not branded.
It's coming. They're gonna think
it's gonna come soon. Yeah,
the ambulance flipper. Some shit.
Like the Big Show. He's like the world's largest athlete.
Oh, you know what? It's just like, now that they're doing, they're coming up with them all in the chat. Actually, I guess they've been doing monikers a damn long time because the Texas Rattlesnake.
Okay, listen, they've been doing monikers for a long time, but you don't hear them coming out every time. The Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold is going to go up against the Brahma Bull, The Rock.
Plus, they weren't corny like the Kingslayer. Like what? That is some generic WWE music right there. The Kingslayer, the Destroyer, what is this? The Lunatic. Like this is stuff that you put into WWE 2K and you just search for generic monikers that you want to attach to your created player.
Oh yeah, it's the worst too. Whenever they try to apply that, whenever they enter. So Dean Ambrose's music hit. It's like, welcome to the Ambrose Asylum, or like Sasha Banks's music hit, and they're like, it's boss time, and I'm like, just seriously, fucking stop. Just stop. Or
not
Byron
as clobbering time, but it's boss
Saxton,
time.
Whenever Byron Saxton, whenever Sasha Banks come out, and it's time for the wacky feeling Daily Buddies, and I'm like, oh my god, just stop it, stop.
Oh boy,
stop this shit.
So what's our next?
See, okay, all right. Somebody just said, wait, hold on. Somebody just said King of the Cruiserweights. That's different.
That
because
works.
Neville branded himself. I'm the King of the Cruiserweights, and that makes sense.
Wasn't one of those shill generic given to him sort of. It wasn't like that. You know, this one is different.
The Duke of Death.
The Duke of Death. Who's that?
If they actually give that to TJ Perkins, I'll actually start
the
laughing.
Duke of Dab. I thought you said the Duke of Death. I'm like, wait, what? Who's that?
No, the Duke of Dab, TJ Perkins.
Oh, God. All right, so we're going on and on with this moniker thing a little bit.
Yes, well, I'll keep it going here. So Seth gets on the table and the mic and says, of course it's personal. No, sorry. Seth says...
No. Trust me, we're done with that.
We're done with that? Okay. All right, back from commercial, we get a quick recap of the attack, whatever. Braun is in the locker room. Wait. Oh, shit, I missed this. The club are backstage throwing up two swings.
Bro. Go ahead.
And they walk past the Drifter.
Yo, see, I felt as though NXT didn't do right by Elijah Sampson. And they're the ones who are supposed to.
They did not.
I think,
Raw
as I think about it now, I think
gimmick.
that he's better off in Vince's hands. Because Vince could come up with some stuff for a character like that. And, just have him in the crowd just walking past with the guitar. And then, people walking by and this guy is just propped up somewhere random playing a guitar. It's just, they had him so random tonight. Not bothering nobody. Not getting on the crowd's nerves. Nothing. Just randomly around. Just drifting. It's
Vince is just backstage he's the Drifter. He drifts. What the fuck's the problem? Just have him fucking drift places.
Yeah, and in NXT they never explained this guy. It's just I seen this guy at a Subway one time playing his guitar. Come on,
he was at a coffee shop once. Yeah,
they never fleshed him out, but now he's on Raw and they're actually doing something different here with him, and something that works. Well, let me not say works, but something that matches what he is or what he's supposed to be, and I like it. Drifter should have popped up at the end of Raw. He comes out in the crowd playing the guitar because the ring broke.
Yeah. Yo, if he had actually done that at that moment, I'd have cried.
So I think that he's probably better off on Raw.
Mm-hmm. So the Drifter just passes by. Cut to Golden Truth, who the club was supposed to be wrestling until Braun happened.
Yes.
He blindsided R-Truth and throws Goldust across the concrete floor before hammering Truth and kicking him to a bin. Wait, he put R-Truth in the trash? Oh no, he threw him into the trash.
Nah, he just threw. Yo, he punted him, and he just flew. He just gave him a swift kick to the head, and R-Truth just took flight. It was the smallest kick though. He oversold it.
Family and yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Finley and run up to remind him he has the night.
Oh, you're computer loving, and now they're talking about how I gave myself a moniker as well, the Honorable Prophet. Oh God, go ahead.
It's the Honorable Prophet Wyza with shit. What am I?
Oh yeah, see now we got to come up with one for Blackjack. See, but I gave myself one. Now you got to come up with one. Now we're doing monikers. God dang it.
No, we gotta stop that now. Anyway, back from commercial, we get a quick recap of the dealer Blackjack. No. Back from commercial, we get a quick recap of the WWE would come up with some lame ass name like that for me. That's what they would do.
The dealer
Blackjack. Oh, his name is Blackjack, so he's a dealer. He's the dealer Blackjack.
Put the dealer together with the Drifter. I think you got gold. Go
ahead.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Like you know those guys. You know what? See, now we got to book you, Blackjack. I'm sorry, we got to stop. We got to book you. So now I got a gimmick for you, right? You're the dealer, right? So you run all the avenues. You're Gambit. Now you're Gambit, right? Gambit Blackjack.
You know what? Gambit is actually one of my favorite Marvel. So I'm actually flattered by that. See, and you're gonna love this gimmick I got for you. You're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. You're probably gonna hate it. Excuse me. So here's your gimmick, right? If I'm not with Rogue, you can fuck off.
You could create a Rogue in the background. So listen. So you're a hobo, right? And you're gonna love it. So you got this table, right? You know those tables where the dude that's always hustling, he got the 3 cups and the ball. You got to make the ball disappear in the 3 cups. Oh, so you're that guy, and then you got Drifter off on the side just playing his guitar. You're that guy. The Gambit Blackjack. All right, now we got you a gimmick. Let's move forward.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend like that never happened. Braun is in the locker room. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Braun is in the locker room where referee John Cone. Which is important to remember
story because continuity. All right.
He rolls up to remind him that Kurt Angle made it clear he has the night off. Strowman says he'll leave when he wants to unless Cone has a problem with that. And he's just like, nah, bro, I'm good.
Yeah, because he stood up and got in his face. Because at first he was just sitting down. And the ref just kept annoying him. And then he just stood up like, you got a problem with that? I'm going to put you where I put Roman.
Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are in the ring. Carlson gives Golden Truth the United Airlines treatment, and they're the ones on standby. They come to the U.S. for 2 reasons: to be mean and make green.
Look at the names that we have in this match and tell me if it's skippable.
Gallows wants Angle to send some nerds out of the locker room. Zoe and Cass come out,
and we're done.
The club win by pinfall with an over-rotated lateral press from Carl Anderson on Enzo. All right.
They said, do you tip the dealer?
Commentary puts Mickie James over ahead of her. Huh?
He ate me asked if we tip the dealer. I tip the dealer all the time. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. You have to. Commentary puts Mickie James over ahead of her contendership match, but first Miz TV is after the break. Miz makes his entrance with Maurice. Miz goes to do a standard intro spiel, but is taken aback by a moment by booing. I mean, he's the Miz. Here's the thing. If a babyface is actually over...
Oh, we're talking about the Miz and Dean Ambrose segment? Is that where we're at right now, the Miz and Dean Ambrose?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, good. We can talk about this one.
Okay. Because they're talking about Miz getting booed, and the Miz was like taken aback for a second. I'm like, listen, if the Miz is going up against a babyface that is actually kind of liked, Miz gets booed. If the Miz is going up against...
people like Dean anymore, though, but go ahead.
But if the Miz is going up against a babyface that people either, 1, don't care about, or 2, is generally hated, the Miz will get cheered. So it's kind of like a back and forth with that. Anyway, he commences and says that last week he and his gorgeous wife shocked the world by moving to Raw. But little did they know, when their luxury yacht left the dock on SmackDown, they had a stowaway. Dean Ambrose comes out. He thanks Miz for having him and says he's been looking forward to it all week. Miz says he jumped the gun and spoiled their thing last week. Ambrose apologized. He got a little excited. They're in neutral territory, and they're both Ohio boys, and he leads a little Ohio chant, or OHIO chant.
It worked. They did it.
Oh, they didn't. Okay, well, I mean, you know, they're in Columbus. I mean, Ohio State, and they were actually at Ohio State, so that's the easiest pop in the world to do. Which is funny because Dean Ambrose is from Cincinnati. Anyway, Dean tells Maurice not to worry because she's Canadian, and not to worry about it because she's Canadian. And Miz asks if he thinks this is a joke. Ambrose calls Mrs. maroon suit a joke and cracks a line about his shoes blinding him, to which Miz says he dresses like he does because he respects what a WWE superstar is supposed to be. Good, that's what a heel is supposed to do. Dean doesn't care because he thinks Miz is a disgrace to what a superstar should be. Ambrose makes them look like wrestlers. He says Ambrose makes them look like wrestlers, so why not put on a fanny pack and Zubas and really send them back 30 years? But hey, the WWE loves Dean Ambrose, so give an opportunity after. So he's given opportunity after opportunity. Don't believe him. First SmackDown pick Ambrose, WWE champion at SummerSlam, Dean Ambrose. But he wasted that momentum because by the time he got to WrestleMania, he was barely a blip on the card. Ooh,
yeah, that was a zinger right there. Mm-hmm. That was a zinger.
And hey, if
Miz... Hold on, I got to tell you this. As Dean is doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as Miz is doing this, I want to tell you about Dean's posture because I felt as though it was important. Mm-hmm. So the whole time Dean was talking, he was like real laid back, slouched in a chair, looking like the typical Dean Ambrose don't care thing, right? But when Miz started shooting out those zingers, that pretty much sounded like, and you're gonna read them in a second. It's like a light bulb went off in his head, like he just quickly snapped up. You know, and it got his attention. He ain't stand up, but his face, his entire demeanor changed. And as I was watching him, it looked as if he didn't know that these lines were coming. Mm-hmm. So go ahead, keep going.
And hey, if Miz was him, he'd be embarrassed. But Dean isn't embarrassed. He's never broken the glass ceiling because he's lazy and complacent. Right. Ambrose says it doesn't matter what's on the outside; it's what's on the inside. All these guys like Miz are concerned about branding and being tweeted about. But he's not a he's not a brand. He's Dean Ambrose, which is fair. Dean Ambrose doesn't even use his fucking Twitter.
Now that I told you that the light bulb went off in his head, and the way he reacted to as he was telling him this, like just hearing the words or just reading the words. You was watching it at this point, right?
No, I wasn't home yet.
So just reading the words, you would, it sounds kind of like status quo, but his demeanor was much different. As he was delivering these lines, it felt more genuine. It felt like, all right, get off my back with this lazy stuff that y'all keep talking about. That was his attitude in delivering what he said.
I'll definitely catch it tomorrow and see it in context.
Yeah, go ahead.
He doesn't care about movies, talk shows, endorsement deals. He loves this, whether it's in front of, knowing Dean Ambrose, I can actually see where this promo went.
Yeah. Because it wasn't in front of 20 people. He didn't stay in that lazy comfort zone feeling Dean Ambrose. It wasn't that one. He wasn't over the top either, but you could tell this was a little bit more genuine.
Oh, yeah. No, I know genuine Dean Ambrose when I mean, this is the same motherfucker that the second he, like him and John Cena had a spat where they were like, they were going to fight each other to see who goes to Hell in a Cell to face Seth Rollins. That motherfucker DDT'd him in a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know a serious Dean Ambrose when I see him. He loves black eyes, coughing up his own teeth, bleeding sweat, getting his ass kicked. Nobody doesn't like him, and that's why he's Intercontinental Champion. Miz, I mean, this is the same guy who kind of sold me on wanting to see him face Brock Lesnar, because before that, I was like,
still had the potential to be Brock Lesnar's best match since he's been back, and we didn't.
It did, and WWE fucked him over on that one.
We didn't get it.
No.
Well, Brock Lesnar effed him over on that one, but go ahead.
Well, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Brock Lesnar kind of fucked him over on that one. Anyway, Miz ought to know since he beat him for it. Maurice gets in his face and calls him a dirty street rat and says walking around with a title doesn't make you a real champion. The championship doesn't make the man makes the championship. Dean says asks Maurice to hold his mic. He sets the title down, clears his pockets, takes his jacket off as Miz rants about making the title mean something special. Dean won it, had an opportunity to continue his legacy, and the title is exactly what he is, a joke. At which point, Dean charges in for a double leg and throws mounted punches. Maurice slaps his back. Maurice tries for a skull-crushing finale. Ambrose slips out, underhooks, but Miz makes a break for it himself, and he and Maurice walk back up the ramp as Dean throws a chair out of the ring at them. Holy shit.
I think it was a good segment.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a good segment.
It was a good segment.
It's very detailed, so I can tell it was probably actually worth watching.
Yeah. Now, was it great? It wasn't overflowing with emotion, but you could tell the emotion was there. It was just a bit more subtle.
Yeah.
I will say that this is one of those things where Miz is trying to, the same way he made that name for himself on SmackDown, it feels like he's trying to do that on Raw now.
On Raw.
Dean has to follow Miz's lead on this one. He has to. And I think another thing that they should do, because what they did on SmackDown, him and Dean together, I wasn't a big fan of it.
No.
But here it feels like they have a chance to kind of do it over and do it the right way. But
here's the thing,
Dean
with
just has to follow this guy's lead on this one, and they have to keep Dean in the dark on what Miz is going to do, and just because Dean is a very good reactor, and
he's a naturally good promo. When they put him in this stupid scripted shit, it's just like you roll your eyes at it, and you should, because nobody likes scripted stuff. What everybody's begging for is real. They want realness. So when they see fake, they naturally are repulsed by it.
Right.
It's the same reason why Braun Strowman got cheered out of the fucking building last week. It was just like, here he is, beating the shit out of Roman Reigns, throwing that motherfucker off a ramp.
Strowman's the man. Like, let's just
He's
throw
the
that
man.
out there.
That's why he's a made man right now.
Strowman is absolutely the man. But go ahead.
So after that,
no, I thought you was gonna still talk about that a little bit, because I talked and I wanted to let you finish, because I was gonna say a little bit more about it.
Okay, so with Dean, it's like I know what his wrestling capacity is, and I know that he can be a much better wrestler than what he is right now. I think that he's been so WWE-ized in what he does that it's very natural for people to hate what he does. But I've watched so many of his FCW matches, early WWE matches, his stuff with CZW, and I'm like, especially in WWE where he thrives is when it's like we're getting weapons involved.
Yeah.
But I've seen him in I've seen him in matches in FCW where he doesn't have weapons, like his matches with Seth.
That stuff that he did with Regal. Like those promos with Regal were A+.
Like him being a lunatic in FCW, or a quote unquote lunatic, was him like, I have a separated shoulder right now. I'm going to slam my fucking shoulder into this turnbuckle so I can make sure I can continue and whoop this motherfucker's ass and win the title.
Yes.
That's what
crazy.
We want. Yeah, that is a crazy man. That is a man who was determined. Like when he was there with Lesnar and he was getting F5'd and beaten, he's like, no, I'm staying the fuck up and I'm going to fight. That's the guy that we want. And we don't really get him.
What can you do?
It's just, it's annoying. Anyway.
My problem, I do have a problem with this, and it's, we just left SmackDown. We just had these two guys leave SmackDown just to put them in a feud that we've already seen. Whereas this shakeup is supposed to, it's a shakeup. You know, you're supposed to get different stuff here. But we're getting something that already happened that people didn't really gravitate toward.
No.
So I find it really odd that they're going back to this, but maybe it's so they can correct that wrong that they had with that feud. Because so far, at least the way they approached it tonight, it felt better. In the chat, let me know what you guys think. How'd you feel about this segment? And where they could go with the feud. But as they do that, let's just continue on.
All right. So afterwards, they backstage, Braun Strowman is dragging Kalisto because he's not leaving any Hampton. He kicks Kalisto and says Roman Reigns is garbage, and now he is too, before throwing him into a dumpster. Big Show is there to save the little guy. He blindsides Strowman into a loading door and tells him to pick on somebody his own side. Let me just clarify this. He didn't just throw him into a dumpster. That motherfucker made sure that he let everybody at home know Kalisto was trash and threw that motherfucker in there.
Bro, he disappeared in the garbage.
Yeah.
He disappeared. It's like he threw him into the Grand Canyon.
He literally became trash when he was thrown in there. And that's why you couldn't find him.
And then now, were you watching at this point?
Yes.
Okay, so you're seeing where he just got bulldozed.
Yes.
Okay. Because I heard it. I wasn't looking at, when I saw him, I saw him throw Kalisto in the garbage, and then I looked away, and then I just hear boom, and I'm like, whoa, what just happened? I see Strowman just, like he took a bump. I'm like, who? I'm like, oh, come on, did Roman come back?
Yeah, like don't ruin this already. But then it was Big Show, and I'm like,
really? Like, oh, all right, whatever.
I mean it's not Roman, but yeah, I mean, like, it's not Roman, but why?
Yeah, I felt like they were going to be going to this match too early. Not actually, they can go to the match again. I'm not off with that. What I'm off with is I just had in my mind, I had the thought like they're going to have the same match that they had before.
They kind of did.
Huh?
They kind of did. They actually had maybe a worse match.
Oh, those we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, I mean, Braun Strowman went 305 live in their first match.
Yeah, we'll get there because the crowd wasn't eating this one up till the end. But let's continue on.
So they came back from commercial break. Show versus Strowman was announced. Then T.J. Perkins and Jack Gallagher made their entrances. Neville apparently made a special appearance and came to the ring. He hangs out at ringside. Austin Aries comes out afterwards. Do I have to talk about this?
The match was actually good. You don't have to read all the details. F the details.
T.J. Perkins wins by
actually
pinfall.
Good. It was a good match.
Really? Because I just gotten home at this point, and I saw it, and I was like, T.J. Perkins has just turned heel, and I don't know if I care.
Well, I didn't care about that. I was just paying attention to the match. But I kind of like... If they're going what I think they're going, I kind of like it because it's like, all right, Neville is creating an underling, right? And if they follow that, they have TJ Parker just really be Neville's underling, and he shows him the way, and it changes everything about him. Yes. I think it's something that could work. You know. But one of the things that they did here with this match that I liked was all of those things that TJ Parker did or does, like with the dabbing and the showing off and everything. He still did it, but he did it more. And now that he is a heel, it comes like, now it's like, okay, now we can embrace this as things that we don't like. For example, like when he did the dab, like he did he got the head scissors spinning Rooney thing where he takes him over from the mat. And then as he get him down, he does the dab, right? But then Gallagher gets him back up, and he does it to him, and then he gets up and then he dabs, and it's like, all right, you know, pretty funny thing there. But just the showing off, now it's like okay, now it's okay to boo him now with it. Whereas before it's like it's so corny.
Why is
now
he?
We can actually do
why
it.
am I supposed to cheer him for this? Now it's like, yeah, no,
he got
I've always wanted to.
Bad when he did that dab too.
Mm-hmm.
But
so yeah,
he had
match went
Aries
on.
down there when Aries did come out, and he pulled up his chair right next to Neville. That was pretty funny. Neville pulled his chair all the way down to the other side of the ring. Like, I don't want to sit by this guy.
My question is, did he slam tuna into his ear though?
That's it. See now you bringing up Ryback. So why would he do that?
I don't know, because it's fucking funny. That's why.
He just hemmed this guy up in the shower. Open your bag.
Open a bag.
We need that Ryback back. All right, so what's our next match or segment or whatever?
That dude should have been over. Women's #1 contendership match, and they announced that Cesaro versus Jeff Hardy would be later tonight.
Oh, the women's match. Here's you get to have fun with this. I'm in it, but
we're not there yet. We're almost there, but
fluff.
Yes.
What we got? What's the buffer?
Akira Tozawa and Apollo Crews are apparently hanging out or whatever. Titus O'Neil apparently rolls up and congratulates Crews on becoming a dad. Apparently he had a kid.
We don't have to do this. We can skip things. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. And none of this shit looks important.
It's not.
All right, so back for commercial break. Alexa Bliss versus Mickey
James.
There we
go. Yeah.
Sasha Banks.
There we go. Good shit.
Why the fuck is Mickie James here?
Why is Mickie James in WWE if they're not going to use her correctly?
Yeah, I'm just like, why is she here? That was my... I watched this, and I'm like, why is she here?
Well, I understand why she's there. There's a few reasons why she's there, but let me say this.
She was there to get squashed by Asuka, and that's it.
Hearing Mickie James come out tonight, hearing her music, it made me think of the Hardys. Think about that. Like, she comes out and has to do the same gimmick that she had way back in the day.
Yeah.
Right? And now the Hardys come out, Team Extreme, and then the old Team Extreme music, and it's like...
I'm like, it's not 1998 anymore.
Like, okay, we expect them to change their stuff up, but I also expected them to change Mickie James stuff up at some point, and they still haven't done it. That kind of makes me scared for the Hardys. Makes me a little bit scared. Just a little bit. But since you mentioned Mickie James, what is she doing here? It's, you know, it's a veteran thing. They want them in the ring with the veteran people, you know, something that people can learn from. They can learn from her. She can carry the match at times. She could call the spot. She could do all of that stuff. That's her position here. My issue with this match was I really feel like Nia's regressing ring-wise. Like, no, like, because there's been times where there's less than a handful, but we've seen her have, like, some pretty decent to good matches. Like, she could have a good match, like, one-on-one. But, like, now, like, she's extremely botchy, missing spots, being in wrong positions, and it just looked like she...
Bro, she dropped Charlotte on her head before she sent her back down.
On NXT last week, on NXT, she didn't look as green. Like, I think that they protected her a bit, or I think that they played to her strengths.
I was like, she looked pretty green in NXT.
No, all right. I'm thinking about her good matches, like the match that she had with Bayley. I really enjoyed that match she had with Bayley in London. Was it?
Yes,
I really enjoyed that.
That was all Bayley. That was a lot of Bayley on. I
don't want to get Bayley. I mean, but okay, let's say that it is. Let's say it is, right? I'm not going to take that away from Bayley, but where I was going with it is, I felt like in NXT they hid a lot of her weaknesses, which was a ton, but they hid them. She didn't have to do anything but just be big and do big girl stuff, right? Then you throw her in there with Asuka, and that match that they had, I think it was the one. She didn't look too bad in there. And when you're in there with Asuka, you know, things could get a little botchy sometimes. But again, they didn't have her doing extra shit. In comparison being the key phrase that I'm using here, in comparison to what they have her doing on the main roster, where it feels like they're trying to make her do more than she's capable of, at least right now. Because just watching tonight, I was just like, oh God. And they had her doing a lot tonight. A whole lot tonight.
Oh, yeah. She had like 5 minutes to the ring by herself where she was doing all the off. And I was just like, ugh, jeez.
Yeah, I felt embarrassed to be a Nia supporter tonight.
Wow, you're legitimately behind Nia?
I'm behind Nia's potential.
I'm behind the idea of it, but
I'm not a fan of what she does now. I'm a fan of what they could do with her.
I mean, that's almost anybody on the roster, but
no, I say that because like we're talking about the women, and she's the one that actually is different physically, right? So if you look at the main roster, you look at all the guys that they have on there, the men as well. You look at the men. And then you look at Braun Strowman, right? And when Braun first came in, you know, you look at him like, this green big guy probably can't do nothing. But then Vince sees him as a guy that has potential, and it's like, now look what he's become. He's a bit more than just a big guy that you see. You just be like, he can't do nothing. He's gonna be green and all of that. Which he's still, you know, he still is. He still got that green to him, but they're doing a good job presenting his strengths. And he's different because of his size and athleticism, whereas you have a Big Show who's just big, not all that athletic. Braun is big and athletic, which is why I say he's different than the rest of the guys on the main roster. Now, comparing that to the women's division, Nia is just different physically. And that's why I say I'm a fan of the potential in her because she's different and you could do so much more with her. But I don't even know if it'll happen. She's tonight was bad.
Yeah, she was pretty bad.
But let's talk about this women's match. We talked about Mickie. We talked about Nia. We got Alexa and Sasha to talk about here.
I know they were in Columbus, but I mean, we can't deny it. It cannot be denied anymore. Alexa Bliss is fucking over.
Yeah, she can't fight it. I noticed her do something tonight too when she came out, and I'm gonna let you talk. When she came out, normally when she goes to the crowd, she's like, you know, doing that bratty head movement, stop cheering for me,
that
fuck
little
off, sort of
yeah,
thing.
the scowl and everything. Yeah.
Tonight she kind of played into the crowd. Like if you look
She
at
was
her
at home.
entrance, when you look, okay, I'll give you that. But like she was like going to the ropes and hyping the crowd. That's not her.
No.
But that was her tonight.
I think Vince wants to play around with this a little bit and be like,
I think so too.
You're over?
I think so too.
Let's see what we can do with this. And this is where I get a little worried.
Because she's just a much better heel than face.
When she started as a face in NXT, I was like, dear God, get this woman off my television.
She turned heel.
Yeah. She turned heel, and I was like, this really fucking works.
Yeah, all she had to do, like when she turned heel and just changed her look a little bit, I said, oh my God, that works.
She changed her look. She expressed a lot more. Oh my gosh, she could get all the heat in the world down there in NXT. She was great. Loved her. She got to the main roster, and even though now she's still not necessarily like a great wrestler by any means, at all.
She's good.
She's still serviceable.
And she's still young.
She's good enough where
young in the business, I would think. I don't know if she did any indie stuff, but from what from NXT on, still young in the business.
Right. But her work is great enough. Not even just in the ring, but especially outside of it, that people are behind her. They don't care that she's not necessarily that great in the ring. She is reverse Roman Reigns. And I think it has to do with the fact that she's not pushed to the fucking moon, which is interesting because I feel like she might be on the brink of being pushed a lot more than she really is necessarily deserving of. But then again, just by her work alone and what she does outside of the ring, the fact that she can cut a promo and stand on her own and can really sell a feud is what gets people behind her. I mean, she's no matter what you want to say about her in the ring, she's very talented outside of it.
Are people saying that she's not good in the ring or something?
Well, I mean, come on, she's not on the level of like Sasha or Charlotte or not Nia, Bailey or any of those three. And that's fair, but she doesn't need to be either.
Okay, see, you wasn't here last week. So you were talking about good wrestlers and you said Bailey, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You feel like Bailey's a good wrestler? Like
on WWE, no. NXT, yes. And it's the same thing with Ambrose, where it's like WWE, he's WWE eyes. I feel like I'm getting the same thing here with Bailey.
The matches that you take Sasha and Charlotte away from, when you put her in there where she has to dictate the match, did you really still feel like she was putting on good matches? Or as a matter of fact, look at her Raw matches. Did you feel as though she was putting on good matches?
Who, Bailey?
Yeah, Bailey.
No, I don't care for her Raw matches. Her Raw matches are on and I go to sleep. It's like, I look.
So I can't think that. I don't think that she's that good. I think that she's good at being carried. She can catch up to someone.
Here's the thing.
She can let someone lead, and she'll play good with them.
I saw Bailey as a heel when she first came to NXT.
Oh yeah, I remember how she looked. You showed me that.
Yeah, she can work. I saw her match with Nia and how she had to sell for Nia and she can work. I think
that one, the storytelling in that match was the best part of it.
Oh yeah. She told a very good story in the ring. And what they did at the end to get the finish in order to beat Nia, I thought was just fine. I think that overall Bailey is pretty good as a wrestler. And then she got to WWE and I'm like, nah. It's just no. And I don't think all of it's her fault. I just think it's what they do with a lot of wrestlers. They bring them to the main roster and they just trim them down like crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Sasha
it's so
Banks
weird how that works, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Like, remember the match Sasha Banks versus Bayley, in which Sasha Banks had 80% of the offense in that match and carried a lot of it with Bayley, and it was one of the best matches we had seen that year, where I even came out and I was like, this is the best match WWE put on that year. It was that good. I was like, Sasha Banks is one of the best wrestlers in the world. If you ask me right now about Sasha Banks, I'm like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
That's what they do to them. That is what they do to them.
But Sasha has had good matches. Sasha had, let me say this, slow down. Sasha has had great matches on Raw. She's had some great ones. She's had match of the year candidates on Raw. Like that.
She has. That's absolutely fair.
You know, but Bayley on like Bayley just main roster, I can't name one.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fair.
But again, you know, they don't really give you much storytelling in matches on the main roster. You know, like on NXT, they'll build up a story, and then when they have that match, that blow-off match, it plays into the story, right? It plays off of that story. Whereas on the main roster, you have Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens, a long 8-month story, and they have their match at WrestleMania, and you would think that this is their first match, and they just never really had anything going for them before. You know, it didn't play into their story at all. So something like that hurts Bayley, because I think that she's a much better storyteller than wrestler.
Yes, I think that's fair.
I think that she's really good with it. But again, on the main roster, for some reason, they don't do storytelling that much in their matches. Not saying they don't do it at all, but just not much.
So yeah, I guess we can just go to the pretty much the end of this match.
Okay, let's do it.
For the most part. The important thing that happened is that at the end, Mickey and Nia were in the ring together. They were just kind of like trading blows back and forth. There was a great spot where Alexa Bliss, again, good storytelling in the ring. Alexa Bliss got up on the rope. She was about to do a big move, whatever, from the top rope. The crowd was getting behind it. Nia Jax just stared at her, and she's like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. I'm just going to go back outside now. And the crowd laughed. They were like, that's really fucking funny.
You know who Alexa reminds me of, like, as far as her heel tactics and her type of storytelling? I kind of get a feeling that she watched a lot of Ric Flair. Like, a lot of old Ric Flair.
That's fair.
Like, a lot of his tendencies that he had and how he was able to, like, slyly get through matches. I see that in her.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely fair. Yeah.
Because, like, no one else, like, really, you know, really did that Ric Flair style. Kevin Owens took a little bit of it, but he's more of a brawler, heel fighter, you know, but when he takes those powders or whatever. But with Alexa, she's smart, you know.
Yeah.
And that
Alexa Bliss, her whole...
Because she's small.
Yeah, her whole gimmick, she's like, I'm 5 feet of fury. Yeah, I'm 5 feet, but I don't care. I'll kick your ass. And then...
Yo, when she smacked Nia, I was like, ooh... Like, to start off the match when she just smacked her in the face because Nia grabbed her. Let me say this. Let me ask you this. Do you see them pairing them two together at all?
Is who together?
Do you see the possibility of them pairing Alexa and Nia together at all?
That's actually what I thought they were going to do.
I did too. And I'm hoping for it because I think it could work for both of them.
Oh yeah, it'd be perfect. It would make a lot of sense for what's her name, Alexa to want to take the lead of Nia, and if Alexa Bliss actually poses some benefit to Nia for Nia to want to follow behind.
I think I lost you. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You said if Alexa could find...
If Alexa had a reason, as well, Alexa has like a lot of reasons why she would want Nia. But if Nia could find a reason for why she would actually want to get behind Alexa Bliss, and Alexa Bliss could make that argument to her, yeah, it would absolutely make sense for them to do that, and they should.
I like it. I like it. I hope that they go for it.
So yeah,
Nia needs her. I mean, Alexa doesn't need Nia. We saw that she doesn't on
Alexa
SmackDown,
doesn't need Nia. Nia
needs her.
Yes.
Badly. Yeah, go ahead. We can finish up this match.
Mickie James gets all fired up and everything with Sasha Banks today. Yeah, not Nia Jax. Sasha then cuts her off, crotches her, and then hits her, throws some punches. Nia Jax comes over, puts Sasha Banks on her shoulders, hits her with the Samoan drop. After she throws Mickie James off the turnbuckle. Once she hits the Samoan drop, Bliss comes in, drop kick, kicks Nia Jax out of the ring, goes and picks up the win on Sasha Banks by stealing the pin.
And then they had that stare down at the end where Alexa's just like, fuck you, I'm out of here.
Like, fuck you, I won, bye.
Now, as this match was going on, did you know who was going to win? Or you had an idea? Like, what was you thinking? Because, like, I was watching this and I'm like, I can make an argument for each of them. I know who I would want. But I was just like, on the fence with it. I really didn't know where they would go. I thought, I could see them going with any of them.
Here's where my brain went. I was like, probably holding off Sasha and Bayley, and they're probably going to do it without the title. So Sasha's not winning tonight. Sasha was actually the one that I was like, she's not winning.
She was my dark horse. Not my dark horse, but I didn't have her winning because of pretty much the same reason.
Mickie James is pretty much saying Bayley's going to win, so it's not Mickie. So that left me with Nia Jax and Alexa. And the only reason I thought Alexa Bliss might lose is that she was in her hometown, and WWE just loves fucking people over when they're in their hometown.
Yeah.
But I still thought Alexa Bliss was going to win this, and then she did, and I was like, there we go.
I was on board with Alexa winning because it's a matchup that we haven't seen. We've seen her in Nia, we've seen her in the other girl with the purple hair. And I mean, and that reason alone is why I was like, there's a possibility for Mickie because we definitely haven't seen that. And I think that a match like that, I think that would be a good match. But even her and Alexa I think that would be a really good match.
Not only is it a match that we haven't seen before, it also gives some legitimacy to the fact that Alexa Bliss was a 2-time champion over at SmackDown. Mm-hmm. It doesn't just like she didn't like her winning right away, even in the way that she did win. Because I mean that's how she won. She won by outsmarting people. Yeah. What did she do tonight? She outsmarted. She just sat there and waited her turn. She waited for an opportunity to come in. She kicked Nia Jax's dumbass out the ring and stole the pin from her.
Now I got some tweets, from some dissatisfied people that are like, I don't think that not too on board with her winning because they're like, oh, I don't think that she should win a title from Bayley because she just came over.
I think she should.
And they're like, because she just came over and in her first match or her first title match, she beats Bayley and makes the Raw roster or the Raw women look weak. And I think
she should.
And I'm like, no. And I would like for that person to call in. We are still going to do call-ins at the end of this. If you want to call in, I have a link for the Discord in the chat. If you have any questions, the Discord link is in the description. The chat will help you out on how to get into the call-in if you have any questions if you're new. Anybody that's not new, which is a lot of you, just get in that call-in log. We got a few people there already. We're going to pull them in a little later. Now, here's what I say, and I'm on board with what you're saying, Blackjack, with Alexa winning. I'm not against it. I'm also not against Bayley winning, but I think a match like this is needed because, again, the shakeup, and you also want to establish Alexa as someone that's to be taken seriously on his roster, because she's coming from SmackDown, and on SmackDown, those women were thought of as lesser because you had Charlotte and you had Sasha, who were the big names, and then you have Nia, who's just big, and then you have Bayley, who came up, and everybody's like, oh man, another star name. Whereas on SmackDown, you're like, everybody's trying to fight for their name. Everybody's trying to make a name for themselves. Yep. And now you have the 2-time champion come from there who has to reestablish herself. And what better way to do it than get herself in position to win the title on the next brand. It's like, okay, I won it 2 times on that brand. Now I'm about to show y'all that the SmackDown women, we're not less than you guys. I think that her winning the title actually helps the SmackDown women out a lot more than devalue the Raw women. And to be honest, Charlotte carried the Raw women. It was Charlotte.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just, I think overall with sorry, with the I don't know. Just here's my thinking with Alexa Bliss.
Why you sound so dejected?
Because I was thinking about Alexa, and I wanted to go back there. I just think of it this way: Alexa's champion. She's currently heel. If Vince McMahon doesn't, turn her face, she gets heat.
Oh, and people still want Sasha to. I'm starting to see Sasha not turning heel anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm like, why isn't she? She should have turned heel.
She should have already, but now I see it being pushed even further back, unless they turn Alexa face, which again they hinted at tonight
unless
a
Alexa
little bit.
is turning face.
Yeah, but that's too Alexa should be a heel, but Sasha should also be a heel. This is why I'm against having both of them on the same brand, because they're the same frame, they're the same body type. They kind of have a little bit of the same demeanor as heels. I think having both of them on the same roster kind of bumps heads. Whereas SmackDown could use either one of the two.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. That's why I was like, SmackDown should have just sent Sasha Banks over there. And they didn't. And now you have Sasha and Alexa on the same show, along with
Alexa a heel and Charlotte a heel. That could work because there's different dynamics with them too. They're different types of heels.
Yes.
But go ahead.
You have one that says that she's genetically superior and usually can win matches on, and you have Alexa Bliss who wins by outsmarting people. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just a huge fan of Alexa Bliss. I think that she can get heat.
She's won me over. She's won me over.
She's had me for years.
Like
4 years.
I was okay. Like when she when she turned heel on
You know
NXT,
it. You've seen my Twitter, motherfucker.
Yeah, I know you're big on her. When she turned heel on NXT, I was like, all right, good. She needed that. But I think that she really fleshed it out once she got to SmackDown. I think she really fleshed it out. I thought she was money from NXT after she turned heel. But they weren't doing much with her.
It wasn't as fleshed out, no.
But once she got to SmackDown, it's like now she's winning. And now it's more important. But yeah, let's move on.
I agree. We finished with this?
Sure.
Kurt Hawkins versus Finn Balor. Finn Balor wins with coup de grace. Chris Jericho's interviewed backstage. He says he lost to Samoa Joe. Nothing to be ashamed of. Joe is one of the best in the ring. Kevin Owens is a stupid idiot. Owens calls himself the face of America, but he's ugly. America deserves better. America deserves the face of Jericho. So at Payback, if he wins, he goes to SmackDown. It doesn't matter if it's Raw, or SmackDown, or NXT, or Velocity, or Sunday Night Heat, or Nitro. The Friends of Jericho will always follow them.
The Friends of Jericho.
The Friends of Jericho. I love him. You know what? I would rather be a friend of Jericho than be in the WWE universe.
And what was the thing with the frame? Put me in the frame, man, or something. What was that? And he did the smile gimmick.
I missed that.
Oh, you didn't see that where he put himself in the frame and frame
me in, man. Did he do that?
He did that, and he put his arms up and had a frame around his face, and he just held the smile for a good 20 seconds. It's just ridiculous.
God bless Chris Jericho.
And everything that he would tell the crowd to do, even though he's in the back, I don't know if they just amplified that crowd's volume. It was stupid loud. It was crazy. But go ahead.
Yeah, that man is money. They obliged by
the
chanting for him and
Mike and that whole thing.
So the Friends of Jericho chant for
Jericho.
And Mike Rome corrects him on his name. Oh, Mike Rome is apparently the guy's name that he's been calling Tom in this whole.
Yeah, he was like, he's like, your name's Tom. I took all this time to finally learn your name. You're gonna tell me it's Mike? It's Tom. No, it's Mike. No, it's Tom. Mike, Tom, Mike, Tom. See, I knew it.
Yeah. And then the Drifter just goes by.
Because he was going to put him on a list. He's like, because he said that his name was, he finally agreed that his name was wrong. And he's like,
you just made the list.
Hit him with the, you're like, and then the Drifter goes by and he's like, I changed my mind. Because he was going to put the Drifter on the list. Do we get the Drifter in Jericho?
Oh my God. That, you know what? That would make the Drifter. Put
Jericho in the Drifter.
Put Jericho and the Drifter either in a feud. Oh my God, they would be made star. Well, not like a main event star, but like a made star, like somebody that you can rely on. Made man. Then Bray decides that he wants to talk. He has a question. What are you afraid of? The dark, the unknown, the monster underneath your bed, blah, 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 blah. House of Horror match, run, whatever.
Why is he here?
Jeff Hardy versus Cesaro.
Oh, shit.
What?
Time out. Time all the way out. Because I tweeted this. I tweeted it probably before Bray even showed up on Raw tonight. I said something about Bray Wyatt being drafted to Raw so that he could break it, so that he could, quote, break the Hardys. And, you just brought up the Bray segment. And then you instantly go into the Hardys versus, and I'm like, sometimes they do that where they'll have that one promo, and then it'll lead into something, and it's kind of a plant. It's kind of a subliminal plant. I find it interesting that they had Bray just before that Hardy match, especially since I tweeted what I tweeted today. Wishful thinking, not saying that it happened. Just wishful thinking that Hardy being the one to break.
Who knows?
Huh?
Yeah.
I ain't hear you. Did I lose Blackjack?
No, I'm still here. Why aren't you talking?
You don't hear me?
No, I heard you, but I thought you had something more to say after that.
No. I was anymore. I was going to be rambling on, just repeating the same thing. I just think I think that's really interesting, and I think I'll be interested in seeing that, him being the one to break the Hardys.
At this point, might as well.
There's nothing else for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
That promo also, by the way, are they trying to say that Bray is the devil? Like, how did we get here? With all of that stuff they were showing. Did you see it?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing with continuing on.
Yeah, at this point, I've just kind of given up on the Wyatts. I want to. I like. If you want to know, never mind. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. Cesaro versus Jeff Hardy. It was a cool match or whatever. Jeff Hardy won with Swanton Bomb. I thought for sure Cesaro was gonna win this fucking match. Somehow he didn't.
I'm glad that Jeff Hardy won based solely on the fact that he's part of the tag team champions, and I really feel like champions should not be losing. So
singles
I'm okay
match
with this.
I mean, it's a singles match, but I mean, sure, I can understand that philosophy. I do agree with. So, all right, fine. Sheamus and Cesaro offered handshakes. The Hardys ended up shaking hands, and they were like, "Yeah, we're the champions, whatever." Big Show versus Braun Strowman.
Timeout. They gave the ref an interview.
The ref got an interview?
I'm going to send it to you. They gave the ref an interview. They're trying to get this guy over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to send you this. And I'm also going to play it for the chat. While you listen to it, I'm going to play it for the chat.
By the way, because I'm looking at the YouTube chat, did you see the Drifters' last match on NXT?
Oh, with the lucha gimmick thing?
Bruh, that was, dude.
It was over.
They put a mask on him and he got over.
He got over. Oh my! They took off the mask. Only Lorcan takes off the mask and they're pissed.
Yes, they're actually mad at Oni. Like that. Like, think about that. Our gimmick for a year was put a mask on people. Oh, they actually did it, and it got over. The motherfucker went from being the most hated guy on the roster to the most beloved.
That's good stuff. Now, give me a second. I'm gonna play this for the chat. You can watch it too. I sent it to you in the Discord.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna play it for the chat so they can hear the ref. This is the ref that bumped for the ring.
John Cone, chaotic ending to Monday Night Raw. Big Show, Braun Strowman. Talk to us what you saw out there once the ring collapsed.
To be honest, you know, they went to the top rope, and the next thing I know, I'm tumbling out of the ring.
Why the ref sound like you got raped?
I got to see it back. I don't know what happened exactly.
Hey, John,
he's overselling this like crazy.
I got an ice pack.
Guys, I'm gonna need to tell you.
He got an ice
John, thanks for your time.
Why is this guy selling? Oh god, the guy bumped. He got an ice pack. He barely said anything. The ref can't cut a promo. Oh,
he's not looking at the camera.
They taught this guy well. Don't look at that fucking camera. Oh god. Why does the ref have an ice pack? He's selling still. All right. So we got Big Show versus something McNugget tits or something. What was it again?
Big ass McNugget tits? Big ass McStrong tits.
Okay, him. Bro, go.
The main event of all time, Big Show. Well, no, Braun Strowman is the main event of all time, and he went up against the Big Show. It was a whatever match. The big thing that fucking happened.
Crowd definitely wasn't behind this match, by the way.
Yeah. The big thing that happened, Braun Strowman superplex Big Show off the top rope. The ring breaks. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that ring break was the best ring break, by the way. Like it wasn't that boom, boom, boom collapse that they usually do. This shit just imploded and everything.
It imploded and rings exploded and sorry, not rings. The ring imploded and then stairs exploded. They took a bump. The ref took a bump.
Bro, why did the ring steps do the Rock's sell? I need to find that. I'm going on WWE right now. I'm gonna find that shit. Nah. I need to see this. I need to laugh. Those fucking steps. Nobody's selling the steps.
Yeah, no one that like they're selling the ref. They're not steps.
I need to look at everything that took a bump here. All right, I'm almost there. Almost there. Where is it? Did I pass it? Oh yeah, we do gotta circle back and talk about those Hardys and how fucking generic they are. Oh
yeah. But then after the superplex happened, the match went to a no contest.
Did it?
Braun Strowman got up, took down his straps to show his McStrong tits. It just said everyone will fall.
Okay, I got it. Here we go. I'm gonna let the chat hear it. Shit's pretty damn big on my screen. I can't even see it. The Big Show. Braun Strowman got out the ring immediately to go after him. Why McStrong tits go after this guy like so fast? Alright, that was good stuff. Nobody cared about the match, so I'm just going to fast forward.
I'm looking at it right now, 157.
Alright, you're at 157? That's where you are?
That's the spot you want to, or 2 minutes actually.
Alright, because I don't want to go straight to the spot. I just want to let it build a little bit. So I'm
155 then.
Alright, pause it at 155. We both got to react to this.
Alright, tell me when you're ready.
Start.
Alright, one.
Also, I got to say that Booker T was good on commentary tonight, too.
Hey, let me tell you something, dog. Hey, listen, the people wanted to hear me.
Bro, the stairs on commentary tonight, dog. Look at the stairs bump. Look at how late the bump came. Hold on.
Yeah,
Look at the sell from the stairs.
I know.
It was so late. Like somebody just threw him in the air.
No way. This can't be
Look at the ref. I'm looking at the ref cell. Hold up. I didn't see that before. Why the ref fall out of the ring in slow motion?
I just realized how
the padding on the floor is selling. Look at the padding on the floor.
I just saw it. It's peeled up.
Oh God! Everything
man.
is selling right now. I gotta run it back some more. We're not done.
You know what
with
the
this.
best part about the ref bump is that now I'm noticing. Now I'm noticing that this dumbass is hanging out by the ropes, thinking that it's gonna secure him.
Like he gingerly moved himself over to the ropes. Oh, he was there the whole time.
Like,
no. Oh. What you think was gonna happen?
He's like, I'm thinking about this bump. And then the rope snaps. Oh,
you know what?
Pausing.
The ref was like, "This is my chance."
Wait, hold on. Can I give my frame by frame analysis?
Bro, the stairs with the late fucking sell.
Time out. I got to do a frame by frame analysis.
Okay.
All right, hold on. All right, so big tits got Big Show up here in the corner. Get ready to deliver the superplex. Ref's just over here like, I'm just chilling out here by the corner. Don't mind me. All right, go to the next frame. All right, superplex is coming. Ref is just like, all right, I'm good still. All right, and then impact happens. Oh, shit, ring is collapsing. Rope is going.
It's like the ref tried to run.
Yeah, the ref got the rope. He's looking. He's like, oh, shit. He turns back around. He looks. He's like, "Oh shit! I ain't got shit to support me now." and this motherfucker does the life. This motherfucker starts to do the life alert fall.
Yes.
Like, oh shit! Oh, I'm falling.
Why is it so slow?
This motherfucker just let himself fall to the fucking floor.
Look at the arm. It just got stuck in the air. And somebody tweeted me earlier, like during the beginning of the show, they're like, they say the ring, it's a good notice. They said the ring doesn't have the LEDs on it. That shit's gonna break tonight. And I was like, that's a good point. I ain't think about. I knew they was gonna do it tonight anyway. But that was a good thing to point out though. That the LEDs are on it.
Time out. Okay, time out. I need you to go watch that again and notice how the ref still tries to hold on to the ring rope the entire time.
Yeah, so I was talking about. He got caught up, like the arm got caught up. Like the
No,
it
didn't get caught up. That motherfucker was holding on to that shit. No, I'll never let go. He got both hands on that. He was like, I'm going to hang on to this.
So are we going to talk about this guy's arm drags or not?
Whose arm drags?
Big ass McStrong tits.
Oh, big ass McStrong tits and his kip up?
The fucking arm drags were fucking terrible. I mean, they're big guys. They're both big guys. I get it. I understand, but why did we do that about 2 or 3 times where they look so bad?
I don't care. That motherfucker did a kip up. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Like,
Braun Strowman can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Bro, this guy Braun is old. Like,
can I just say, I typed in Braun Strowman into YouTube, and the 4th most popular answer is kip up.
All right. So, oh my God, they got Drifter in a mask holding a guitar. I got tweeted that. So, since we're on the subject of Braun, right? Let me deliver to you. Let me deliver to you this Roman discussion. Then we're gonna get into the calls.
Okay.
All right.
All right. This is what you've been wanting me to talk about with you for a while now.
For a while. The chat, they already heard it. So here's the Roman discussion. Now, everybody has their views on Roman, whether you feel positive or negative about the guy, whether you think he should be babyface or heel, whether you think he's already babyface or heel, right?
Okay.
Now, this is me presenting it to you. What I think they're doing, or what I think that they've done as far as booking him, has been complete genius. I think it's some of the smartest booking that they've ever done. Because a large section of the crowd, a large section of the audience wants to boo Roman, right? Like you want to.
Okay.
In a sense, those people, not saying you, but those people that want to boo Roman, should they actually turn him heel? Because once they turn the guy heel, they're going to like him.
No.
All right, you say no. Now, let me say this.
Okay.
Vince McMahon, if you think of Vince McMahon on the Stone Cold podcast, he said something that was very, very key. And it and I didn't think about it until one day I was just scrolling through YouTube and I see this Vince McMahon shoots on whatever. And it was and I'm like, Vince McMahon shoots? What the fuck they talking about? I click on it, I see it's a Stone Cold podcast. And I'm like, I saw this already, whatever. So I just watched it again and he said something and I said, oh my God, he's a fucking genius. He said that Austin asked him if he's out of touch. Does he still hear the crowd? And Vince is like, I still hear the crowd. I give the crowd what they want. The crowd talks to me. I hear the crowd and I give them what they want. The crowd wants to boo Roman. Vince is giving you every single reason to boo the guy. While at the same chance, those are the parts of the crowd that want to boo Roman. To that part of the crowd, he's already a heel. But to the kids and to the people that like Roman, he's still babyface to those people. So it's almost as if Vince is getting the best of both worlds here subliminally. He's still able to sell merch with the people that still like Roman, while the people that don't like him still give him the reaction that they want to give him. And he's getting it. What other possible reason could there be that Vince could be this thick-headed with Roman rather than I'm giving you exactly what you want? And if I take that away, you probably won't react to him the same. So the more you boo him, the more I'm going to give you a reason to. Think about after WrestleMania when he sent out Roman and he just let him stand there and soak in all those boos. He said 2 words and then he's out. Then Vince comes out. And the crowd is chanting at Vince, Roman sucks. And you just look at Vince's face. He looks at him. He didn't look like confused or anything. Vince looked completely under control. And he looked at that crowd like, all right, let me talk about what I want to talk about. I think that there's a very specific reason for that. And I really think that it's because Vince he hears the crowd. He knows exactly what the crowd wants. And he's giving it to them. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't buy it.
Why don't you buy that?
I don't buy it because apply that to anybody else on the roster. It doesn't make sense.
Vince is pushing his top guy.
I know. That's the
Vince
only reason that that is the reason
he cares about Roman. Oh, go ahead.
That is the exact reason why he's not turning him, because he is his top guy. You look at anybody else on the roster and this treatment does not happen. It doesn't. He is the outlier.
Can I say that applies, that psychology applies to exactly what I said? The fact that he is the top guy, people don't want. People for a couple years now have been saying he's not ready for that top spot. They're giving you every reason why he shouldn't be the top guy. Whereas in Vince's eyes, he is the top guy. He's going to push him as the top guy, and he knows people are going to resent it. He's trying to get that reaction and that emotion out of people while still maintaining this top guy status. He's still getting what he wants out of it.
Yep.
So he can't apply that to everybody else because everybody else isn't built for what he wants to accomplish.
Okay.
God damn it, Blackjack, you got to give me more.
No, I just don't buy it. I don't buy it.
So you don't
think that you have such a great opportunity to build so many other stars right now.
You do.
And to use that to your advantage, the fact that you have this guy,
okay, you know what?
Where you have taken every single possible challenge away from this fucking guy. Every single challenge he completely just throws out of his way. And people hate him for that reason. He is currently the obstacle. And instead of getting guys over and by presenting him as the obstacle and just making him the fucking heel and getting other guys over, they're frustratingly doing this stupid fucking thing.
That goes into it. I think all of this is done purposely. You don't think this is done purposely?
When you could make him a bigger star than he already is right now?
I think that they're doing this purposely. I think.
No.
Do you think that they're pushing him as a heel or as a babyface? Like, if you look at, if you put him anywhere else and they did this somewhere else, do you think that they're pushing him as a heel? Do you think this is is a babyface push or a heel push? Let's take names away from it. Is the type of push this is this type of booking a booking for a heel or for a babyface?
This is the dumbest fucking booking ever.
God, it's a heel push.
It should be a heel push, but they're pushing him as a fucking face.
Heel, but presented as a babyface. This is the best of both worlds.
He's presented as a baby. All right, so listen. All right, here's where I do agree with you. Where they bring him out of the fucking Royal Rumble at 30. Right? And it's just like, what the fuck? At times like that where they bring him out and it feels like an intentional troll, yeah, I can kind of buy it.
Okay.
There are times, though, when they sit there and they constantly tell you on commentary, the fans cheer who they're going to boo and they boo who they're going to cheer. And it's like bullshit, because the next fucking night, he's still getting booed out of the building by a crowd that isn't the WrestleMania crowd. I do not buy this. I would think that for somebody that they want to make their top star and their top guy.
So you think that they're legitimately trying to push this guy? Like, you legitimately think that this is a babyface push right here that they're doing?
Yes, I absolutely believe that. I absolutely believe that
the babyface in this push.
Listen,
everything that they're doing is heel related.
They're not. Listen, they're not trying to push this guy as a heel.
So if you want to
if you maybe want to sell this as a tweener-ish kind of thing, maybe.
So you
as
think
a
that
heel,
this is
no, I can't buy it.
Vince is really that out of touch?
Yes. Not that out of touch in terms of like he has absolutely no clue what he's doing, but that he is absolutely determined to make sure that this guy is the guy and that you like him and that you accept the fact that you like him. Now, does he try to troll the crowd at times? Yeah, of course he does. Like with what they did the night after WrestleMania. So you're saying that this is an evil genius Vince at his finest right here? No, because I've seen Vince do way better. He's done way better.
Way better. How long ago? Because you mentioned something about building stars. Let me talk about that right quick as you think of that answer, because it's a really long time, by the way. But let's talk about this building stars thing, right?
So there was a time period about a year ago. I started back at old Raws because I wanted to see kind of what old Raw was like. I wanted to remember what it was. And they had like 15 million championships on the fucking show. Belts would just fly back and forth every fucking day.
Okay.
Or every fucking week. But what they did do was that it never felt like one person was bigger than the other. Like, even though Mankind...
We're talking about what years here?
98, 99.
Okay, we're talking Attitude Era. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So this is how far back you had to go, by the way, to look for Genius Vince, right?
What's that?
This is how far back you had to go to look for Genius Vince, right?
Yeah, because I mean, okay, I can even give him like maybe 2003 and how he handled Cena.
Even that's a long ass time ago.
It's a long time. I just, yeah, like that genius is gone. Because I keep going back to like, you have CM Punk and you fucked that up. You had Daniel Bryan, the most over fucking guy on the roster. And instead, you booked to WrestleMania, a main event with two guys that nobody wanted to see in the main event. Nobody.
Let me know when you finish, because I got one word that's going to bring it all home. At least for me, with what you're saying.
I just look at his decision-making over the years, especially that fucking WrestleMania 30 event. The WrestleMania 31 event, where he put Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar together in a match and didn't want Roman to look bad or anything like that, and was so worried about fucking protecting him that they did this like lame ass fucking segment where they played tug of war with the title and everybody was like, this is bullshit. And it drew so much hate that they called a fucking audible and gave Seth Rollins the title at Mania.
Now, I just
don't buy that this guy's a genius. I don't buy it.
Okay.
I don't buy that this is all like by design. I just believe that he really wants you to.
I'm not saying all of it, but I'm talking about more so the last year, maybe over the past year, I think that this has been going on. I think that I think that he legitimately tried to push him as a babyface, and the crowd resented it. I think somewhere along the lines, Vince, it just dawned on him like, you know what? Let's keep doing this shit. Somewhere along the lines, because at some point you would think that he would have given up. Because there are times where he's given up and has given the crowd what they've wanted. You brought up Daniel Bryan. That was a point where he gave up and he gave the crowd what they wanted. But you also brought up a name, CM Punk, as a guy that was naturally getting over, and it was something that he could have made even more money on, but he didn't go that way. Now, here's the word that I have that kind of counters that a little bit, and it's control. Vince has always wanted control over everything. You could look at him how he built WWE when he took the reins from his father. He wanted control. He went and he bought out the territories. Not bought out the territories, but he got the territories out of business. Got WCW out of business. Now, him getting WCW out of business wasn't his fault. It was because they tried to take him down, so I can understand him taking them down. But he's always wanted control. Now, you equate that to the wrestlers, CM Punk and CM Punk's push. That wasn't something that he controlled because that wasn't the guy that he built. And CM Punk was always like, I'll fuck off. I don't care. I'll go Ring of Honor. I'll go to New Japan. I'll go wherever the fuck I want to go. And I'll make a name for myself out here because I've already done it here. So that's not a guy that he could have controlled. He got what he could out of CM Punk and was pretty much ready to throw him to the side. And as you've seen at the later half, not the later half, but that last year or so of CM Punk's run after The Rock, CM Punk, I said this ever since he dropped that title, CM Punk just looked completely uninterested and uninspired. His matches, even his matches started to become uninspired. So I think that Vince needs a guy that he can control, hence John Cena. Now, you also mentioned something about, okay, if he can create that type of person as your top guy, then he should be able to create stars as well, which I do agree with you. But if we look at our last era, we had John Cena and then everybody else that jobbed to him. So that was a guy that he can control, and he could do whatever he want with him. You wanted to boo him? Fuck it, boo him. You want to cheer him? We got a bunch of people that's going to buy his merch. Now you look at Roman Reigns in the same position. He's a guy that he can control because he's a guy that didn't go out there and make his name on the indies. So this is his guy. Those other guys that they have that they could make stars, they're already stars and have name value from what they did before WWE. Those aren't guys that Vince built. These guys that Vince has from his own factory are guys that he can control, which is why he's more hands-on with a guy like that, and he's more prone to push a guy like that as his top guy rather than take someone like a Daniel Bryan, who was massively over, or CM Punk. Both of these guys could have easily have been the cornerstones of the WWE. But when has Vince been known to build a guy that he hasn't completely cemented that guy's name? When has that guy ever carried the company? You look at Hogan, you look at The Rock, you even look at Austin, who was in WCW, but who all remembers that? I mean, we remember him with the Hollywood Blondes, for those of you who are old enough, but he didn't really make his name there. You look at The Undertaker, who was Mean Mark Callis or whatever in WCW or wherever. He didn't make his name there. WWE, Vince made these guys much bigger than what they are, and they became WWF guys. And these are guys that he can control and he can trust to put the brand behind. Let's look at a Kevin Owens. So you think that Vince will look at a Kevin Owens and say, this is the guy that could make the top of my company? Fuck no. That guy is already, he's already established, and he already comes off as a dick to some people. And he's like a guy that you could look at and you could say, I could see CM Punk in him, in which I can't control that guy. Roman Reigns, on the other hand, is, in WWE right now, it's pretty much become the land of the indies. Because that's what they have on their rosters, a bunch of indie guys that Vince did not create. So, those guys want to get over, you've made your name, get over yourself. I got this guy right here that I can trust. Vince has always been that way.
that's just pointless. Then why bring them on? What's the point?
You need some bodies for Roman to pin.
Then what's the point?
It's always been that way, Blackjack.
I know that they've always been that way, but all you're doing at that point is that you're handing how much money you can make and how many stars you can make. I think that's stupid.
But it's
absolutely stupid. What's the point?
In that way.
The
only time that Vince did not have control was the Attitude Era. He had no control. None. Because those guys were drawing money and it was organic and they got themselves over on the WWE roster.
And he had competition at the time.
And he had competition. So he had to let them do what they wanted to do. And they didn't have like this team, this army of fucking writers. They had about 3 or 4 and that was it. Now, you fast forward to today and it's run by the McMahons and it's run by a Stephanie and, you know... I do have faith in Triple H, but right now it's Vince's ship, and Vince is doing what he wants. Those guys that are there, they're talented, but Vince doesn't care about that. He never did.
Here's my other thing about, because you made a point about selling. I believe that there are guys on that roster that could outsell Roman Reigns.
Absolutely. Bro, you don't think... I said this before. I'll keep saying it. When me and Smalls went to WrestleMania, when we went to SummerSlam, all you see is John Cena shit and
John Cena shirts.
And you're looking for the other people's stuff. Like, people are like, "Oh, Roman Reigns was the top seller this year," or "Roman Reigns was the top seller this month."
I just explained this to
people. Need to stop thinking about that and stop thinking that that's legit. It's not legit. It's fabricated 1000%, because they're put for every who's over right now. Give me somebody that's for every Kevin Owens shirt you'll see 15,
Jericho shirt.
For every Jericho shirt you'll see 15 Roman Reigns shirts.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is. They'll hide other people's stuff. And it's not like
and
one
that was exactly my point to somebody. Was like, I was arguing about this where they were like, well, he's like #1 in merch. I'm like, yeah, because they give more opportunities to sell his stuff. And it's like, yeah, well, people are buying it. Well, they're outnumbering. I'm like, yeah, okay, listen.
Because it's not that much of the other guy's stuff that they want.
Right. If I go to a show and there's, for instance,
a donation. No, I didn't get anything. No, go ahead.
So if I go to a show and there's 100 Roman Reigns shirts, there's 10 Jericho shirts, 10 Dean Ambrose shirts, 10 Kevin Owens shirts, and whatever. And the Ambrose Ambrose sells his 10 shirts. Cesaro sells his 10 shirts. New Day sells their 10 shirts, and Roman Reigns sells 45. Guess who's still the top seller? Roman Reigns, because he may have 45 fans there that legitimately want to buy his shirt, but you don't know how many of like Ambrose's fans or all the other fans are actually there that wanted to buy more shirts, because you've capped them off. You don't give them the same amount of opportunity to make money as you do Roman Reigns. So you instantly skew the numbers. If anybody knows how sales work, and I've worked in sales for 3 fucking years, you run specials at certain points because you want to promote the fact that you can sell or that you're a top seller in a certain thing. So, for instance, if you were to work for, I don't know, like a computer software company, like say you're selling like Microsoft and Apple shit, right? Whatever it may be. And Microsoft is all of a sudden like, hey, we've got incentives for like whoever can sell the most Microsoft stuff. Guess what you're going to do to try to sell more Microsoft stuff? You're going to go ahead and create deals, specials, whatever it is. Stock yourself with as much Microsoft stuff as possible so that then you can go there and say that, yes, I am the top provider in Microsoft Care, and get those incentives and continue to get more business in. That's essentially the same business plan that WWE does with their top guys, is that they want to say at the end of the day, Roman Reigns is the top seller. Roman Reigns is the guy that, or John Cena is the guy that is selling the most and is the guy that makes the most money. It doesn't matter if he actually is the biggest draw or not. And by crowd reactions, you can actually tell they go worldwide to places and they react the same to both guys, to both of them. But you know why they always are on top? It's because they have more merch for them.
Yeah. So when I hate when people bring up that debate, they'll be like, if they try to, now again, I'm like, I try to present an unbiased, well, no, actually I don't.
Because to be fair,
I wanted to say,
because hold on,
like, people that defend Roman, like, they always talk about how good his merch sales is, and I'm like, that needs to never ever be a topic because that is such a flawed discussion. No, that's all. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's an absolutely flawed discussion. And listen, it's not like I sit here and I tried to tell the guy, it's like, I'm not denying the fact that Roman Reigns has fans. Of course he has fans. No one's dumb and is going to sit here and be like, oh, he doesn't have fans. That's fucking stupid to sit there and be like, oh, the WWE
he absolutely
just
does. I mean, he had a petition started, you know, because a guy tried to kill him.
Exactly. Yeah. He has fans. No one's denying that for 1 second. What we're saying is that there is a clear bias to push him as the guy, as if he is drawing all that in and that nobody else is near him.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
think
we're
that
saying.
His sales has nothing to do with his push.
Right, because I mean, remember, there was a period when they were doing
because if that's the case, New Day would probably still be champions, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, New Day would be on top right now. Yeah, New Day merch, oh my god. New Day would be on top. There was a time period in which Dean Ambrose back in 2014, like
Ambrose was out. He was a top seller at one point.
He was a top seller, yeah, because they went into Black Friday and Dean Ambrose's shit was so hot that they broke a fucking record on the site in terms of Black Friday sales. Yeah. But they never kept that steam with them. They never rolled with them. They didn't.
Ryback even said there was times where he outsold Cena and they never even mentioned it. Like you would never even know. CM Punk said it all the time how much he was outselling outselling Cena, and then they started hiding his merch. He said that on the Cole Cabana show. Mm-hmm. That's what they do. So
it's not like they're making this shit.
Bring up merch sales and they be like, "Here's your reason." That's not the fucking reason. His merch sales is fabricated.
Yeah.
That well.
Well, I shouldn't say fabricated. They're not fake. I mean, the actual numbers
fabricated in a sense
are real for the most part.
In a sense of like it's not against real competition.
Yeah, they're clearly biased, and it's not. You shouldn't take that. At face value. There's obviously more to it than that.
Right. I kind of messed up a little bit. For those of you who want to join, I messed up, and I'm actually going to send these guys a message. Everybody that trying to get into the call. Everybody's trying to get into a call. Join one of the chats, and I will bring you guys in. I kind of messed up, so I'll send that to them. We can keep going, but I'll send that to them personally. Go ahead.
All right.
All right. G. Lauren wants to talk about the women.
Yeah, I got the message from him too.
Is there anybody right now in any of the chats?
That I see in the chats. I'm looking right now. I don't see right now. No.
Okay, let me. Yeah, I should have said. Actually, yeah, we got one. Here we go. Hold up. Where's? Oh, we're not in the private chat. All right, let's go to the private chat.
No, we're not. All right.
Just gonna wait for Jackson to join me. Damn it, he probably doesn't know to go to one. Yep. See, Blackjack smart. There you go. You're smart.
All right, here we go.
All right, so I'm gonna get G. Lauren in here. Mm-hmm. G. Lauren, we finally got you on. Make sure you mute me in the background.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're all good, man. What's up?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I tweeted you on Twitter about this whole woman situation. Here's my problem with it, all right? I love Alexa, right? She's pretty on the mic. She's decent in the ring, right? And then now you switch Alexa and Charlotte. You put them on different brands, right? And now she's already #1 contender. And I feel like tomorrow on SmackDown, they're going to put Charlotte as the #1 contender for Bayley. I mean, my bad.
You're breaking up a little. You're breaking up a bit.
Like it downgrades like the woman on both divisions.
Okay, so that was you that said that.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, good. I'm glad that you actually did call in with this. All right, go ahead.
And then I'm trying to look like into the future because like I'm trying to see them doing like Sasha versus Bayley at SummerSlam, for the title.
I kind of don't want to.
But the thing is, I know how WWE works, and Vince is so impatient. Like he doesn't like to wait at all for any of these things.
Meaning they're gonna have 4 matches on Raw before then?
Exactly. And then at Payback, like you're doing Alexa versus Bayley, but with only like 1 week of build, like it doesn't really make that fresh. It's a fresh thing. That's the reason why we had the shakeup. It's supposed to bring in like fresh rivalries, all this like good stuff. But then the problem I'm having is like I feel like you could build actually like a decent feud with these two, but then you're only gonna give them 1 week of build, and then basically there's everyone saying, oh, just because Bayley's gonna be in her hometown, they're gonna give Bayley the win.
Hold up, so I don't know what side of the fence you're playing right now. Like, what's your issue here? If we could like kind of dice, like bring it down.
Alexa, what I believe she should be the face of Raw, but I'm saying it's too early. First of all, because she just got on the brand.
Okay, let me. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. It's too early. What else?
It's too early. First of all right, and then also you bring her and just give her the #1 contendership. It brings what I meant about bringing all the other women down, because the reason when you do that is. Like, and I heard earlier how I think it was Blackjack. Blackjack was like, yeah, or it was you. One of you guys said, it makes her look better because she was a 2-time SmackDown champ. And the thing about it is, remember, you could say the same thing about Charlotte, but Charlotte won the title like what 4 times in like 3 months. All right, and the thing is, Alexia never lost the title in the first place on SmackDown. They gave it to Naomi because of some pity thing.
All right, you're going you're getting off your own topic, by the way. So I'm just going to jump in. Why do you think that it brings down the Raw women if Alexa wins the #1 contendership or wins the title? Why does that bring down the Raw women?
Well, the reason why I say that is because Alexia just came over, all right, and the thing is, she is over, right? She is over, and then you look at like Vince is going to turn her face, and the reason why I say she's bringing the woman down is because just bring her right in. What I feel like you should do, you should bring her in and build her.
Wait. How are they bringing? How is her winning bringing down the Raw women? Let's tackle that first.
Okay, the reason why I say that is because she just jumps in, and she just immediately she beats Sasha, she beats Nia, and in the Fatal 4-Way. Don't count Mickey because Mickey came over with her, right? I think you should make the Raw women that have already been there, that have already established themselves as the cornerstones of the show, of this division.
But it's not like she's coming up from NXT. She's coming up from another Raw brand. I mean, not another Raw brand, another main roster brand. So she's already on par with them because she's main roster.
Yeah, but
what it sounds like when you say this is the Raw women are better than the SmackDown women. Is that where you're going with it?
I was about to say that because I was about to ask, do you look at the SmackDown and Raw divisions as the same?
I look at them because it's a brand split, and they want you. I don't know if they're really trying to, but they want to give you the illusion that these brands are equal. That's the illusion that they want to give you. So that's the illusion.
To be honest,
but I'm going with what they're telling me. I'm going with what they're telling me, right? They're telling me that these are even brands. It's balanced. So I'm going to look at SmackDown. I'm going to look at Raw. And I'm going to say, okay, these Raw women and these SmackDown women are on equal playing ground. So if Alexa comes over, she should fit right in, especially if she's coming over as a 2-time champion. She should fit right in with these women. Just like if Charlotte goes over to SmackDown, let's say if the roles are reversed, are you saying that Charlotte should just go over there and win the title the first night, or she should just win the title her first chance to get it? I'm lost here.
Well, the thing is, remember, you just had Charlotte and Sasha feud for 6 months over one title. And then over there, you have basically how SmackDown brands itself as the land of opportunity. You have these 6 women. Don't count Eva Marie because she's gone now. You over there, you have them battling. But over here on Raw, when you only have 2, and then Bayley and then Nia, who I don't think is ready for a championship run. The way you look at that's the reason why I say they're not equal. Because before you only had, and still with this shakeup is, you're basically trading 2 heels for 1. I mean, my bad. You're basically just trading a heel for another heel. Mm-hmm. And then it gets confusing.
No, I said keep going.
And then it's gonna get confusing is because now I have no idea if or when they're planning on turning Sasha into a heel. All right. Oh. And then another thing is
what does Alexa winning have to do with Sasha turning heel?
getting off track again. I forgot where I was.
It's like you have so much that you want to talk about, and you're just killing your own topics.
I'm gonna try to slow down a little bit. Where was I before?
Blackjack, you want in?
I don't agree with this line of thinking. I think that, you know, I mean, how long has Alexa Bliss been champion over there at SmackDown? When did she win the title? January?
Well, she should have never lost the title in my eyes. But...
Yeah, she dropped the title to Naomi. She won it back and then dropped it again at Mania. Yep. I mean, with Charlotte, I can understand that because it's like Charlotte's what, a 4-time fucking champion on Raw? Are we gonna get the like same shtick all over again with, you know, from the standpoint of, do I want to see Charlotte Flair go ahead and win 4 championships again and just do it on SmackDown? No, but Alexa Bliss is a lot fresher, a lot hotter. In terms of just like heat and whatnot, and I think that there's a lot more interesting things that you can do with Alexa Bliss right now that she's getting over and getting hot. If you're gonna say that these women are at least on equal ground, or that, you know, the SmackDown women, the SmackDown isn't just like a B show and that there's actually stars over there, what better way to do that than to put over the former champion on that show and come over and bring her to Raw and have her win? I think that makes perfect sense. And who's to say that Alexa Bliss even wins the championship on Raw? She may go
just
up
putting
against,
her in there helps.
Yeah, and just putting her in there and putting her in there in that position to even win the championship is what helps her. That's not saying that she's going to win, and say that she does win. That's a positive too. I mean, it's not like it means that she's going to go off and just continue to trade the title back and forth or anything like that. It may just mean that she maybe said she just made to be champion for a little while, and then the next person goes and beats her or whatever. You know, you book based on what you have and who's hot and what you have available. And I think right now with Alexa Bliss, you have someone who's hot, who can carry a feud with her promos, and you just let her do what she does best. And I think right now with Bayley, that's a new matchup. Bayley and Bliss, I am actually interested in seeing that. Brand new.
Was getting like 1 week build. That's another problem. Like I have, because I feel like for a rival, because it's
no matter who they put in there, it was going to be a 1 week build.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why I'd rather like maybe you put someone like Nia in there because you know Nia's not going to win. One, plus like
I don't know that.
But then what? I mean, well, hold on. If your line of thinking is that you know that Nia's not going to win.
Damn it, Blackjack, we lost you.
I said, what if
you know why Nia's not going to win?
Yeah, if your line of thinking is that Nia's not going to win, and that's why you should point and watch.
God damn it, Blackjack! You're John Lewin.
I'm just saying, like, at least with Alexa Bliss, I have no clue. They could decide to completely flip the script and maybe go with Bayley and Sasha without the title and have Sasha turn. They could have Bayley win and then still build to Sasha and make it for the title. They can do so many different things right now. Now that Alexa Bliss has won, if you just put someone in there for the sake of losing so Bayley can continue her championship run, why watch?
Oh, I hate Bayley. Oh.
Why so crazy?
Oh man, just hearing Bayley winning, that's like no. But that brings me to another question I had.
All right, last one. We gotta get some more in.
A question I had, because I know with NXT they're building up like, what is Asuka to lose her title to
Ember Moon.
Yeah, Ember Moon. So that brings a question like, what brand, like, what show will she be put on when she gets to Raw?
I would like to see her go straight to SmackDown. I want her to be wherever Charlotte is.
There is money there.
What about you, Blackjack?
I want to keep her away from Raw. Keep on SmackDown. Don't ruin Asuka. Asuka's fucking amazing.
Yeah, and she'll have the better matches on SmackDown.
Are you kidding me?
Are you there? Because I'm thinking about like in the summer, because hopefully Paige can return to Raw, and that builds even more fresh feuds that we can finally get.
I actually would like to see a Paige and Asuka match.
I don't think we're gonna get that.
Probably not. I would like to see it though.
Listen, have you seen what Paige has been doing with?
The crowd's gonna be like, she's gonna be so over, especially with like all the stuff that's happened. So when she comes back, she's gonna get that huge pop. They're gonna have to face, and then imagine Paige versus Alexa. Wow.
All right, this guy's jerking off at this point. G. Lauren, I'm gonna let you go. You have a good night, mate. All right, let me get another.
Paige, listen. I just want to make this one comment. Yeah. Paige, with this whole shit with Del Rio, bruh, she'll be fortunate if WWE lets her even get back in the ring at this point.
It'd be really. Is she still recovering from surgery?
She's actually training to get back in the ring now. But Dick Del Rio's been on like fucking Periscope with her there in the picture, and he's just like, "It's fucking Big Nose over there." I don't know. I'm giving him a Russian pussy. Yeah, Big Nose.
He's become Vladimir Putin at this point.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna get B-Mac in here next. I want to get new names in here, so I'm gonna get B-Mac in. We ready for it?
All right, let's do it.
All right. B-Mac, we got you in. What's up, man? B-Mac wasn't ready.
Yo, what's up?
There he is. Turn your mic up.
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up?
Yeah, I was just going to ask, what do you guys think is going to happen with the tag team on both brands? Like, their booking and stuff.
That's a good question. I have no idea.
I feel like SmackDown... Here's what I kind of got from the way that they did the whole shake-up thing. I feel like SmackDown is more invested on building their tag teams now and building up their mid-card, it seems like. I think that they're trying to make their mid-card strong, whereas on the main I keep saying the main roster, whereas on Raw, just, you know, it's just there. They're actually putting names in their mid-card, like, you know, having AJ go after, you got Kevin Owens as your mid-card champ, and then you're sending AJ Styles after him on your mid-card, right? And then on SmackDown, it just, you know, they kept American Alpha, which I'm still, you know, I don't know how I feel about that.
They kept American Alpha and the Usos, which I think is actually a positive.
And then the way that they debuted the, you know, Primo and Epico, I like the way they came out. You know, no shirts, pants, just come out, fuck dudes up, and just stand there looking strong. Like, hopefully they're trying to reestablish them, and that'd be a good look if they do. Who else did they get? Did they get any other tag? They got rid of Heath and Rhino. Did they bring? Yeah. Oh, they got New Day coming as well. I think that they're trying to put some focus on that tag team division.
What about the Revival? Are they gonna?
Well,
New Day's on Raw. Revival's on Raw.
Revival's on Raw, and they're out on injury right now.
Yeah.
Right.
So unfortunately, but I feel good about the SmackDown division tag teams.
SmackDown.
SmackDown, even with the Hardys. Do you think they're gonna figure out what to do?
Whoa, hold up. God damn, I got scared. I'm sorry. I scored a glorious donation. Whoa, that scared the shit out of me. Wow. I'm going to read that in a minute. Thank you, whoever that is. I want to make sure that we get B-Max call all the way in. Wow. All right, it's going to read that, isn't it?
First time donation.
All right, give me a second. This is going to be a long read.
I called before I came over. Wiped my feet and brought him his favorite drink.
On the stream
I hope
so I can
this starts the fund for that poor. Refu took
scared
that night to help with his medical bills. Thanks
almost
for
took a
keeping
bump.
work nights lit.
You know what? Next time I probably will take a bump.
Okay. I do have a question though. Why are you wearing this D-League Cavaliers shirt though?
You know which Cavaliers jersey it is?
I don't know because it looks like a D-League Cavaliers.
All right, I'll stand up a little bit so you can see it. It's not D-League. It's the one that they wore, I think, a couple years ago. I just stood up. You'll see it in about 30 seconds.
In 30 seconds, yeah.
All right, but go ahead, B-Mac. If you could, I don't know if you could get closer to the mic or turn your volume up. You sound really low, so we do end up talking over you. So my apologies for that, but go ahead with what you're saying.
I was just saying, how long do you think it'll take them to figure out the Hardys if they ever do?
I think that's all. Maybe hopefully I use this word correctly. I think that's contingent on that lawsuit. Blackjack. Did I use it right?
Contingent on the lawsuit. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, look at that.
Well, okay, time out. Why? Okay, why is it? Can we talk about this jersey quick?
Go ahead.
Why? How did your people sit here and mix up a 1990s jersey, 2010 jersey?
1990s with 2010. Why you say that?
How we do that? Oh, listen. All right. Keep going on your subject. Keep going. You good?
God damn it! All right. So it's that, and I think that once that whole thing gets settled, I think WWE is going to rebrand that gimmick and make it their own.
Right.
That's
all right. So then, who's the Hardys got next after Cesaro and Sheamus?
I need them to drop those titles.
You need them to drop the titles.
Yeah, I agree too.
They gave them those titles for the pop.
Yes.
Right now, do the titles look good on them? Yes, I would much rather see Sheamus and Cesaro with those titles, though.
All right, then who they got next? Then what do they got? I mean, they got what? The club.
I don't see on Raw. I just don't know because it's not structured well. And this is why I was saying I was giving praise to SmackDown because I really feel like they're going to put more time and effort into theirs. You know, but we'll see. As far as Raw, like if you asked me this question and it was about Raw, I got you. I mean, if it was about SmackDown, I got you. But since it's about Raw, I don't know because they still got Enzo and Cass, and with that, I mean, it's a shit show.
Oh God, yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
they're gonna
you feel me?
Are they gonna do anything with them, or are they just gonna keep them as is, just for the pop?
I think it's a waiting game
I don't know. Like, I mean, I feel like at some point you have. I mean, what the fuck did you bring them back for? I would think that the broken gimmick is why you brought them back.
Like even Matt Hardy had to say on Twitter, like he had to tell people to be patient, you know, in his very own way. And I think that it's a waiting game right now. And this is why I don't think you should have those titles on them because we are playing a waiting game. And if you have the titles on them, you have to spotlight them. If they take the titles off of them, you don't have to show them every week.
Nope.
And I can just have like mini matches like they did today, sort of thing. Or matches.
Yeah.
Just to show that they're still good in the ring, and you know, make sure there's no ring rust when they finally have the broken gimmick.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I agree.
So, you got any parting words for us, Big Mac?
No, I just want to say I have been listening since the Clean Finish podcast. So
holy cow,
I've been here for a while. I haven't called in before, so yeah.
Hey, thank you for calling in first. All right,
cheers.
For a long time. Where you from?
Catch you later.
Where are you from before you go?
New Zealand.
New Zealand? What time is it over there?
Oh, he's a Kiwi.
Yeah, I am.
There's a Kiwi gimmick? I don't know about the Kiwi gimmick.
That's the
now you got to tell me about the Kiwis before you go. I need to know that.
It's our national bird. It's not fly though, so you know it's a bit.
A national bird that doesn't fly and it's a kiwi. Can you eat it?
No, you cannot. It's endangered. Nah.
Stop killing.
It's like a
birds.
mini like.
God.
When are you guys getting your flag changed so you don't look like Australia? Wasn't that a thing for a while?
It was a thing for ages, but now the referendum they didn't change it in the end. All the wasted tax money, you know how it is.
Hey, my man knows his shit. I can't tell you anything about America, but I'll listen to you talk about New Zealand.
Well, where are you guys from in America?
I'm from. Well, we're both from New Jersey, but I currently live in North Carolina right now.
Is that near, or is it? Well, I guess near as well.
It's a few states down now.
Yeah. We're about you know how miles work, right?
Yes.
We're like 600 miles away from each other.
It's longer than our country.
Really?
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I mean, I can drive up to his place in like 8 hours.
Yeah. That's pretty much the same to yeah, drive the length of the country. So, you know.
All right, B Mac.
But you know, we love the wrestling.
B Mac, thank you for calling in. Finally, don't be afraid to call in again, man.
Alrighty.
Catch you next time.
All right, Wyza, look, I need to talk to you real quick, okay?
Okay, I'm looking.
You still there, Wyza?
I'm looking.
Hey, listen, bruh, how did your people create their own jersey though? How they combine? How do they combine? You've never seen them wear this one? They've never wore that jersey, Wyza.
You haven't.
They combined essentially.
Now I gotta look it up. You've never seen it.
They combine the jersey that they have now with the logo from rookie year LeBron.
Why does that jersey right there say Cleveland?
The C is just really it's closed off by Sean Kemp's girth.
Yeah, he is girthy. I didn't even know Sean Kemp played for Cleveland before.
Yeah, they.
What year is that? Look at his shorts. The Cleveland Avs.
The Cleveland Avs.
I really don't remember him playing for them, but I could have sworn that I've seen them use these jerseys before.
Nah, bro, you made that up.
I made this one up?
Yeah.
You know what? Now I'm gonna sell it. But let me get some more. Let me let some more people know that they could join us.
I love the comment here. Pierre Bell's like, they never wore that shit, Wyza. I live in Akron. That's a Canton Charge jersey. Oh wait, now I got a Charge jersey.
Like, oh what? What's that?
Because Canton Charge
going in
Canton
and out.
Charge is their D League team. Wyza, you got a D League jersey on, bro.
I got D League.
You got a D League.
LeBron played for the D League. Yo, that's lit. LeBron threw an assist to like Seth Curry back in the day.
Stop.
All right, let me get Slick in here. There we go, mate.
Hello.
Slick, see, look at that. Slick was ready.
Hey.
What's up, Slick?
How you doing?
What you got for us?
Yeah, I want to talk about because
you want to talk about that man's call about the Alexa Bliss thing, don't you?
No, that's not what I talk about.
All right, go ahead. Oh, before you do, I'm sorry. Before you do, I gotta read my man's donation. I gotta see what that said. First time, thank you, Perry. Oh my God, Perry. Good Lord, it's Pierre. Thank you, Perry Bell. He says, first time donation. Put Wyza over. I called before I came over. Wiped my feet and bought him his favorite drink. I hope to start this. I hope to start the fun for the poor ref who took the bump tonight to help with his medical bills. Thanks for keeping the lights lit. Or thanks for keeping. Wait, what? Thanks for keeping work lights lit.
Or I'd probably nights lit.
Oh, you know what? I need glasses. That's night. God damn it! I said work lights, didn't I? I'm about to start copying and pasting these. Send them to Blackjack. He's got to read them. All right, okay. Slick, what's up?
Well, before I get started putting you over, I'm looking at this number count here. 222 people are watching.
Yeah, that means a lot of people that went to sleep because we lost a few. What time is it? 1:30? Damn, we in overtime.
Good thing I ain't got work tomorrow morning.
We need some more lights. But what I want to talk about, because the Miz promo was really good.
You like that segment tonight, right?
Yeah, I like that segment. It was a good segment.
Definitely made up for what they did last week.
The thing that really got me was when he said, the Miz, or he told Dean Ambrose, oh, you were the champion, and then now look at where you were. You're just lazy and complacent. Mm-hmm. And when he kind of said that, when you kind of talk about like Roman Reigns compared to the other people in the roster, is like I looked at like Apollo Crews, like his segment tonight, and guys went up to him and said, "Oh, so hey man, what are you gonna do? I'm just gonna keep on kicking the door until it finally opens." It's like everybody on the roster is very complacent. And I've been watching old WWE because I'm a new generation fan.
I don't even know if they're complacent or if they're scared, but go ahead.
Well, because I'm a new generation fan. I've been watching 2010, so I've gone back now and started watching Dawn in the Attitude Era in '96, and just looking at like everybody was hungry. Not to treat everything
well, they had to be, or they were going to go out of business. But keep going.
Well, it's true. But it's just like this, in storyline kayfabe, everybody was wanting the title, and that was important, and that was the key goal. And looking at how like superstars progress, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock. Well, I haven't watched
they did show a natural progression to each of those guys.
Yeah, but then like I was like Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, and I guess I could say during the early Undertaker and Mankind during that beginning of 1997 and 96, and it's like I look at everybody now and everybody's like, oh, I'm just waiting for my opportunity. I'm just sitting here waiting. It's like the WWE is craving baby faces that are willing to go and fight, and we don't have that. You have people like Apollo Crews and Tucker and all these people that are just like, oh, I'm just going to sit here and wait for my opportunity instead of trying to seize the opportunity. And I think that's the reason why a lot of heels get cheered, because those are the guys that are taking the initiative and trying to try to get somewhere. And then people like that because like, oh, this guy is trying to do something, about all these other baby faces are just sitting here goody two shoes trying to
I think that the reason that the heels are cheered these days is because they're the ones that are the most edgy, whereas the baby faces are, like you said, the goody two shoes. People have grown out of the goody two shoes phase and don't really care to see that, and that's why they're not. That's why people aren't getting behind them. Whereas the heels do present. Now, I'm not saying that they're edgy, but they're a little bit more edgy. They got that edge to them, and that's what people like. If you look at some people have problems you know what? This is a good one. Some guys have problems approaching women, or some people have issues with getting girls to like them, and they try to be Mr. Nice Guy, right? And those are the guys that end up getting walked all over. There's that saying that goes, nice guys always finish last, and there's something to that, and it's because those women like that guy with the edge. They like that guy that's a little edgy, that could keep them on their toes, that they don't know what to expect, or that guy that could do something and now you got a story to tell because it's exciting and it's different. Whereas you got that babyface Mr. Nice Guy ass guy Apollo Crews, who just comes out, smiles, flexes his arms, gets in the ring, do a couple of flips, and he's done. You got nothing there.
That's been kind of the case the whole time, because like I said, like I was watching 96. Shawn Michaels was getting cheered in 96 when he won the title in WrestleMania, and then during the end of the year he started to get booed, like booed badly. Like people did not want to see him. Now I didn't live that, so I don't know how that all went down, but it seemed like from watching it now, that just seemed like Shawn Michaels was just this good guy, and then people just got tired of it. And you're like, okay. And then it's all like Stone Cold Steve Austin or Psycho Sid that were really coming in and taking the initiative, and they got behind that.
Blackjack?
Yeah, I mean, because that dynamic is definitely true with, because, we were talking before, guy, and if that's their guy, it doesn't matter if they're nice or not, they're just gonna push them no matter what. So for everybody else, it's like Paul Heyman actually talked about this at he was speaking with people, and he was saying like, hey, listen, you know how somebody like Shinsuke Nakamura is gonna make it there in WWE is that he's just got to go out there and do what he does, and at the end of and just do what he wants to do, and don't ask, you just do it. And at the end of the day, they're gonna fire you, okay, but then they see that the money that you just made or what you just did and that people liked it, and then it's just like, what are they gonna do? They get rid of you, they lose.
Here's something that WWE does. Let me piggyback off of that a little bit. Yeah. They'll let you do that, and they'll let you get yourself over, and then they WWE-ize it.
Yes.
That's the part that sucks. That's why you look at Kevin Owens, and you see him go out there, and he has that first match against John Cena, and you're just wowed. Yeah, tell me when he's done that since. That's just a WWE formula. Yeah. They'll let you get over. They'll throw you out there, and they'll let you sink or swim. And then after that, they see if they could do something, and then they got to make it WWE.
And then, I think about what happened earlier this year when he started to get that heel heat on Chris Jericho, and really started to see that old Kevin Owens, and then they immediately took that away from him. Goldberg beat him, so it's just like, and now he's kind of in that he's not at that same level that he was when he was champion during the end of his run.
I'm thinking back to CM Punk's podcast with Colt Cabana, and when he was sitting there and he was talking with them about how he went to Vince one day and he was just like, I'm thinking about doing a change or whatever. Like he wanted to wear UFC shorts or whatever. He was saying it'd be cool. I have a deal with this advertiser and I want to put advertisements on them. And Vince was like, no, you can't do that. He's like, oh, okay. Sure, fine, whatever. I understand. Brock just comes in, has that shit. And he's just like, well, what the fuck? And there were a lot of stories where he was talking about that, where he would ask for something and be denied, and then he'd turn around and then look, and then somebody else has it and is just doing it.
Yeah, I think that kind of sucks too, because I think of all the money that could be made through endorsement, not just for the WWE, but for the wrestlers in general. I thought about this before without talking about the shorts and stuff. Think about wrestlers having shoe deals like Nike or something
BRAUN
like that.
STROWMAN,
having
come out here like a man.
Glasses or something. Superstars, make them have a brand, and to really push that brand out to the world and get eyes on the WWE. But Vince won't let that happen.
Oh, you mean do something that's actually different for once?
You want to know why they wouldn't do that? Here's why. And this goes back to what we were talking about, Wyza. Imagine if other companies could go ahead and promote it.
Come out here like
so
a
you
man.
get someone like, I don't know, like, you know how TJ Perkins wears his Nikes or whatever, or you have some other guy wears this or whatever, and they go like, cool, like this guy's like really cool. People seem into him. Like, oh, cool, let's like do a commercial with him or whatever, or like give him some promotion. You know what that means? WWE can't control the story of who's their top guy anymore.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
That's why they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So, because imagine if like Nike, Under Armour, or like some out got their whole like AJ Styles, and they could show footage of this guy and just throw him on advertisements or whatever, do a deal with him and put him up with whoever. Could you imagine if AJ Styles got to do something like that? He would blow Roman Reigns out of the fucking water.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just think, you know, that idea would just be like, you know, you have so much eyes on you, you have to make so much money off of that, but that's just not going to happen, unfortunately. Which really sucks, because it's just like, I understand, you know, it's Roman Reigns' time. We gotta get Roman Reigns over, but you're losing out so much. You're losing out so much.
Yeah, no, I agree with your thought pattern, but it was just funny. But you said it's wrong. I had a tick in my brain where I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's been this guy's time for the past 3 years. He's main evented 3 Manias in a row.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's enough. I think he needs more to like really drive home the point.
God.
No, okay.
But actually, that's another point too. When, you know, this is kind of different topic, but with John Cena, you know, we kind of developed into this one person is the top guy mentality instead of having multiple people like we had in the past. So the one thing that's weird about Roman Reigns may have been 3 WrestleManias, but it's been against part-timers, Brock Lesnar, Triple H, and Undertaker, and nobody has been elevated with him and developed with him to have that same level to really, which would probably be better because you have more options like that.
Yeah.
Which is very annoying, because it's like, okay, you have all these people down the card, you have all these, you know, mid-card or other people there, and then Roman Reigns is having these matches with, you know, these legends, and nobody else is. He's the only one getting the benefits.
Yeah, the problem with that, the problem that it is pretty much, I'm gonna pretty much piggyback off what you're saying. Vince has this idea of this guy's going to be the face of the company, but he's forgotten about creating top guys. Like, now you just have one top guy who is your face of your company, but what about your top guys? I think he's skipped top guys now, and it's like face of the company and everybody else that just so happens to be a part of the roster. Whereas nobody separated themselves. And I don't know if this was you talking about it or the guy before, where he was saying people aren't going after the title.
That's what I just said. Yeah,
that was you, right?
Yeah.
Where's the guy? Why hasn't anyone called out Brock? Why has nobody gotten on that mic and just cut a promo saying?
So right.
Why has nobody gotten on a mic and just cut a promo like, "Where is our title? Bring our title back here." If nobody else, like, come out and say nobody else is challenging this guy, I'll be the guy to step up, and I want to bring that title back to this damn show. They could easily make an angle out of Brock winning titles and leaving with titles.
Right. Oh,
but it's like they're not bringing attention to that. Bring that fucking title back. Somebody needs to talk about that. That's so easy. That's an easy program. It's like, I don't care that Brock's a champion. I just want it back on the show. That could make Brock that could actually give Brock some heat. A little bit.
I think the problem is, like, I think I told you last time while I was talking last time, the plan, I'm positive the plan is that at SummerSlam it's going to be Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, and they're going to build to probably another
I think it's going to be Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman.
At SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Really? I mean,
because SummerSlam's not that far away, I don't think. Because you got to think about how much time. Yeah, they tease. Plus, you got to think about how much time Brock Lesnar takes off. It's not like he's going to. He might not come back till SummerSlam. You know, so
yeah, he might very well might be.
So you might get this feud right here between Roman and Braun, and Braun might come out on top. And then later on the back half, you have you start building up Roman some more. Then they do what the rumor is and send him after Brock at Mania, which I don't want to see, or I don't want it to happen. But I could see it. Excuse me, I could see that happening if they're trying to waste time in between. It honestly shouldn't. And honestly, I was talking about this with Blackjack earlier. I think that Braun should just take the title off of Brock. Fuck it.
I agree with that.
Make the guy a star all the fucking way. Somebody's got to take down this guy.
Yeah.
Keep that title in house. Make these names in house. Brock is already Brock. You know, you could put him on the WrestleMania. Like, it's not like Brock is selling all these extra tickets. Like, what did he do at Mania this year? I don't even remember. Oh, Goldberg. That helped. But the year before that, he had Dean. Like, is Brock really that big a draw as they're paying him?
Okay, I'm torn on this one.
He's the name. He is the name.
He is the name. And there are times in which I watch Brock and I'm like, he comes out and I'm just like, he's an actual star.
Yeah.
But is he that big of a draw is the question, and I don't think so.
I think that it's worn off. That draw has worn off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's been around for a while, but I really think he can create that same star power with other people. Because one thing that WWE doesn't utilize now that they used to utilize is managers.
You know what? Can I say something real quick, and I'm gonna let you go back?
Yeah.
You want to know how you could make Brock a draw? And how you could make Brock...
How?
You make Brock a draw and you keep him feeling important and special in everything that Paul Heyman says. You have Brock do everything that Strowman's doing.
Yeah,
he doesn't even have to... He doesn't... Because for some reason, he doesn't fucking wrestle on Raw. So, okay, don't wrestle on Raw. Just do everything that this guy's doing.
Yeah, he's a champ. Why you just have him go into the locker room and just throw some people in the trash can in the back?
He's your champ. He comes out. He makes $12 million a year just to come out and stare at the camera while some other guy cuts a promo for him, and then he'll wrestle a good 3 or 4 times a year. What the fuck is wrong with WWE? This is I think it's a waste of money. And the reason I say it's a waste of money, I say it's a waste of money because they could be making stars off of Brock's name.
Yeah,
but the problem is they've been doing that with a lot of top stars, or a lot of like legends, by just wasting the resources. Like they wasted the Undertaker streak on Brock Lesnar, and
the problem is that they want to build one star.
I mean, yeah,
they wasted. No, they didn't waste it on Braun Strowman. They didn't waste Undertaker's streak on Brock Lesnar. That was supposed to be for Roman.
Yeah.
Meaning Brock slays Undertaker and then Roman slays him.
Right.
That's what that was for.
And then then they were like, "Oh shit, we fucked this up. Get Seth Rollins in there right now and put it into this."
But I mean, I just look at like somebody like a Sting, or like you seen Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt. That could have got Bray Wyatt could have got a major run. John Cena can give some losses off. Like
Bray should have beat Cena and Undertaker at Mania.
I totally agree. And Bray Wyatt has so much. What pissed me off about Bray Wyatt is that he has so much character that you can use and like flesh out. Like one of the things that I've noticed, like remember like when he first debuted.
Gotta say this to you though, Slick. This is the last topic for you. Gotta get.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, but I was gonna say this is like the last thing. Just like remember when he first debuted, they had like the thing. I see he's out in the woods cutting promos out in this shack in like Louisiana, in the backwoods of Louisiana.
That was his best stuff.
What happened to all of that? Like you completely.
He got this WWE work,
which sucks.
We talked about that a little earlier. We gonna let you get over on your own, and then we gonna WWE it.
It's just like I just look at like a lot of people. I can see there's so much character that you can flesh out of people and really, really put interesting things in place with Dean Ambrose, with Kevin Owens, Bray Wyatt,
anyone.
It just like they just want this one guy. Just like it's so infuriating.
Oh yeah, just wait until Roman beats this motherfucker at pay.
Oh yeah. They're gonna beat. No, I hope not. I hope that doesn't happen.
You already beat him twice. Might as well beat him a third time.
Yeah, that's a shame.
All right, Slick. Thank you for calling in as usual.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Right.
We shall get you in. This is gonna be the last one I'm gonna take because I'm dying.
Big fan of you guys since the Clean Finish podcast. So I just want to say that.
Thanks,
everybody like the stream because YouTube ain't paying nobody. So get that support.
Oh, YouTube definitely ain't paying nobody.
Oh no, yeah. You should say it's
shit, if y'all hit the bell, I don't even care if y'all hit the bell no more. You know what? While you're talking about this, Blackjack, did you hear about the thing that they're doing with all like wrestling, combat sports type videos?
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? I've been tweeting about this shit.
Like I try not to say anything about it because to me it's like not even a big deal no more because I don't care about it much anymore.
Oh, you should see your channel unrestricted. It's amazing.
It's just nothing there.
It's 2 videos.
Oh my god.
Your channel is 2 videos unrestricted.
I haven't looked at my own because I haven't cared. But then I'm thinking like, hold up, this means people aren't even gonna find these shows. Fuck.
Yeah,
but you know
what Solo Monster's channel is?
Yeah, he's got like 1 video.
Yeah, it's a demolition.
It is 1.
Yo, YouTube is wild. Wow.
Yeah, everybody's taking a bump on YouTube now. All these wrestling
podcasters. God. So if that's the case, then we definitely ain't getting paid. So I'm like, whatever at this point. All right, but thanks, Slick. Thanks for getting in here and talking about that real quick.
Thank you guys.
Get you on the next one.
Later, man.
All right, we got 2 more. You pick it.
Shit, I'm not even on there right now.
All right, we got what the fuck is a man?
Trying to see if there was
RBI.
anything. Let's go with what the fuck is a man? Oh, gimmick. I don't know. Let's see what he sounds like. Go for him.
All right,
and then we can do RBI last.
Okay. Blackjack, you handle it.
What the fuck is a manic? What the fuck are you?
Hello.
Hello. Do you pee standing up or sitting down?
Sitting down. I'm a male.
When you pee, do you sit up or stand?
He said he sits. He says he sits down when he pees. Okay, but he's a man though. That means he's lazy. That's all.
Sorry.
It's either he's lazy or he's confused. Yeah. One of the two.
All right. What do you want to talk about, man?
First of all, just want to say I've been following you guys since the Cut a Check show.
Oh wow! Yeah, way back, motherfucker. So you know about the random black guy then?
Oh, I gotta bring up TNA.
Yes, he knows about the random black guy.
Now I gotta see what their what they look like on Restricted.
Oh, TNA. I want to see what WWE looks like on Restricted.
No, I mean Cut a Check.
oh God. There should be nothing there, bro.
All you see is an owl.
Yo, I'm about to go there and see. Let's see. TNA Impact. Well, that's the name of their channel, all right?
Sure. Let's see.
Damn it, why don't they have the owl right here?
Oh, fuck that owl.
Okay. So
I'm sorry. We're no selling your call. What's up, man?
No, good. Can you guys hear me?
You're a little low, but
yeah, we can hear you.
It's serviceable.
All right, sweet. Okay, so
TNA has nothing on their channel in restricted mode.
Damn, like dang,
Nathan.
Oh, wait! I finally loaded more videos, and we got one. Impact stars play fantasy baseball. Not even football. Fantasy fucking baseball.
WWE, their channel. Let me click on load more. They got 3 videos. Yo, YouTube is wild. YouTube crazy.
Yeah, YouTube's out of fucking control, man.
Oh god. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about Cesaro.
Okay.
I've been a big fan of his since 2012 when he debuted.
Okay.
And it goes off your comment where you said last week, I don't think you said you only see Cesaro as a tag team. You said he was best as a tag team.
Right. Oh my god, on my channel I got 1 video and it's the fucking knockoff jersey sale. Go ahead.
Oh shit. You know what I realized? I had restricted on, and when I search you, it didn't come up. And I took it off, and I was like, oh, there it is.
Dang.
So now, hold on, let me put restricted on.
Yeah, did my channel come up when I did that? Yeah, there's all my videos now. Let me turn it back off and search my name again. Go ahead, I'm sorry. Cesaro.
Oh, shit. The Cut a Check show has no videos with the
I told you.
Sorry, keep going. I apologize. I keep cutting you off.
No. This is your gimmick. Y'all do that.
Damn.
So, Yeah, so my question to you both is, do you think Cesaro has the ability, like booking aside, actually with booking, do you think Cesaro can ever be a credible singles wrestler that can sell tickets?
Cesaro should have been WWE champion 3.
I think he could be a singles guy that could. I don't know. See, now Blackjack, you wasn't here for that discussion, or that I brought that up. Do I see him as a credible singles guy that can sell tickets? I think so, because you can make Cesaro into an attraction. Cesaro can be an attraction.
Agreed.
Yes.
Now, should he be your champion? Should he be your world champion right now? I don't see it.
He should have been your champion 3 years ago.
How do you feel about these days?
I think he still can be, but right now, no, because how you fucked him over.
Okay. So back then when he was hot, I think there was a chance of putting that strap on him. There wasn't
a chance. They should have put the fucking belt on him.
They definitely
at a time in which WWE desperately needed a star. And even Cena was just like,
but you know what? That goes back to what I was saying before. Cesaro was there, but he wasn't one of Vince's guys.
They just didn't push that fucker.
Because he was connecting. They told him, he can't connect with the crowd. The motherfucker was connecting like crazy.
Yeah, I remember that one road, there was like a bunch of Cesaro section signs. And
like, I remember when that first started. Absolutely.
Yeah, because like ever since then, ever since he won the Andre the Battle Royal, which that was the only time where I legit marked out when he picked up Big Show and threw him out of the ring.
Was amazing, yeah.
Yeah, I was so loud, I think I woke up the neighbors because it was so late at night. So, and when they squandered it, I was just like so freaking mad. So, I think at this point, if they do ever try to push Cesaro as a singles guy, I think at best he can reach Ricky Steamboat status. Like during his time, he was like that stalwart babyface that would just go out there and put on a clinic and be your credible IC champion while your main
Wyzatv take off the Cavs jersey at the end of the stream and lay your headset on top of it, then give us the kneel with the tongue out for the proper burial. Ohio 330.
Oh, you didn't want any part of that, Wyza?
A donation that came in, it was reading, so I didn't even hear what he was saying.
Oh wow!
It overpowered him. I'm gonna have to like find a way to turn that down. But say that again. I'm sorry. Just the last half of what you were saying.
Okay. Like if they push Cesaro as a singles guy now, I think at best he can reach Ricky Steamboat status.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I think that's the ceiling that he could reach. But yeah, what do you guys
think the Ricky Steamboat status is are you talking about as far as name value? Or are you talking about the way WWE pushed Ricky Steamboat? Which way are you talking about here?
Just in terms of like
the status of Ricky Steamboat?
Yes.
Or to push that WWE. All right, the stat. I think so. I could see that. And honestly, I think that this day, the current WWE, I think that if they were to ever push Cesaro as a singles, I think that he should be as high as the ceiling that Rusev set when Rusev had that ceiling for the mid card, where he was the mid card and he was a strong mid card guy. I think that Cesaro
was at the time when he was dominant, all those black dudes.
When he was racist Rusev.
Racist Rusev.
When he was racist Rusev. But that's as high as Rusev was getting at that point. I think that Cesaro should just be like the top like standard bearer for the mid card.
You know what I think that Cesaro's ceiling should be?
Go.
Brock Lesnar.
Oh shit.
I'll tell you exactly why. WWE constantly sells Cesaro as pound for pound the strongest man in the locker room. Correct?
Oh, so you're talking about the attraction.
Yes, he's supposed to be the strongest man in the locker room. Here's a guy who gut-wrench suplexes people from outside the ring into the ring just for fucking fun because he can do it. He swings people around because he can fucking do it. He swings around
the Swiss Superman.
Yes, he is the Swiss Superman. Legitimately a strong human being.
Another moniker.
Yes. This man should be the guy who should be unbelievably difficult to beat in the ring because physically you can actually sell that because of what he can do. This man picked up Big Show and legitimately body slammed him outside of a ring.
Because
how is his ceiling? How is his ceiling not at the level of Brock Lesnar? How isn't it?
Right.
He's legitimately.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to necessarily be a promo guy or anything like that. If you want to sell me on like Cesaro being like a superstar who can carry a promo on his own, no, he's not going to be that. But you're telling me he can't legitimately win fucking wrestling matches and legitimately be entertaining while doing and legitimately be WWE champion right now?
With that,
he absolutely could be.
With that, you don't even need to put a title on him. You don't need to. You can make him an attraction, like the same way that Brock Lesnar doesn't need a title.
Right.
He's an attraction. He's a top guy. He's special. You can do that exact same thing. I agree. You can do that with the Cesaro, and he doesn't need the title. If you just, because I could see him, if you do what you just said, there's your top merch seller. You give him feats. You make him special. You make him an attraction. That will sell merch. Because he's different. He sets himself apart. But they presented us with that and then did nothing with it.
Correct. Like imagine if you did like the you know how WWE 2K14 did their, or WWE 15 did their gimmick with like Taker, and where it was like you had to try to beat them at like in a match, and it was like unbelievably difficult to do so. Imagine if they sold Cesaro like that, where like motherfuckers are trying their best, like they're, you know, like they're doing springboards off of things, and Cesaro's just uppercutting them out of the fucking air and you know, just like neutralizing them, doing whatever the fuck he wants.
I remember Smalls asked him if he was going to uppercut the stairs.
Yeah. That was the thing that happened.
Like uppercut the ladder at one point.
Yeah, he did that.
He did that. Yeah, he did uppercut a ladder. Like the uppercut on itself, by itself, should have gotten that motherfucker. Like
the uppercut could have made a cartoon. They could have made a cartoon out of Cesaro. They could have made a cartoon out of Cesaro. God damn, this guy would have been money. Fucking shit, man.
Do you see what I'm talking about? They refuse to make money. There's so much money here with all these people that they have. They just refuse to make it.
That just pissed me off.
That's my point.
That just pissed me off. This dude is a cartoon in real life. Make a cartoon out of the guy.
Yeah, like, can you imagine if, like, a heel tag team was, like, cutting a promo backstage, and now we see Cesaro just fly in and uppercut them both?
Oh, my God. I'd fall in love. I'd be like, oh, my...
You know
this
what?
Is the great...
Let me rebook while I got you here. See, now you got me thinking. Let me rebook how they put Sheamus and Cesaro together. Now, I don't disagree with how they did it. I actually kind of like it with the whole bar thing and the feud and all of that.
That was pretty cool.
Now, remember Sheamus and the heat that he was getting ever since the Daniel Bryan thing, right? And they built him up as a heel. Now you make him, like, you put that mohawk on him and you make him into like one of them Bebop and Rocksteady ass dudes, right? And you heal him out. And you got Cesaro, the Swiss Superman, right? And to this point, you know, I'm making Cesaro just untouched. He's been showing feats. He's been Superman and everybody, swinging dudes around 100 times, flying uppercuts all over the place. Just wild man shit, right? What I would do with that is I would make a cartoon where Cesaro's the hero and Sheamus is a villain. And you play on that cartoon and you build it up as a cartoon that kids watch. And as they start to have, like, once they finally have their feud on Raw, it's like the cartoon has come to real life. And then after, it's like these two, the obstacle is just too big for the both of them, because Sheamus is just a very, very credible heel, or a very, very credible villain in this cartoon, but Cesaro is the hero that just won't go down, and he just has these incredible feats. You know, somewhere along the line, they see an even bigger issue, an even bigger obstacle that forces them in the cartoon, a bigger obstacle that forces them to join forces. And
some anime shit.
And then they find a way in real life to now let's find a way to bring them together to go against that bigger obstacle. Let it be Brock Lesnar. I don't fucking know. And then you can do that bar thing. What I'm saying is that
Cesaro
right there,
should be a toned down One Punch Man.
Oh my God. Absolutely. But that's a way like that, bro, that's network shit. You could put the cartoon on network, you put it wherever kids watch it, you know, Cesaro's a fucking cartoon. He's not real. No. So make him not real.
Yeah.
Sheamus, you know, what were they calling him before? Where you look stupid. You know, the perfect fucking villain.
Yeah.
Perfect
You
villain.
look stupid. Your stupid fucking mohawk is dumb. Yeah. And he just bro kicks people in the mouth and pins them.
I think that
think of how many people they could be doing this with right now. Imagine a world if Cesaro is this amazing uppercutting machine.
They could do it with Hardbody Mahal versus Cesaro now. I'm sorry, go ahead.
All right, now you're getting a little out of control.
Like this guy's finisher is going to be the forearm or something.
But think about that. You could have Cesaro right now, this uppercutting machine who goes ahead and can do all these strong feats and is literally like Superman in so many different ways. You can have AJ Styles, this guy who is a phenomenal wrestler, can do so many different things, is an acrobatic feat, you know, whenever he steps inside the ring, and truly puts on a show. Phenomenal to watch, and a decent promo, you know, as well. You could have John Cena, the guy who never gives up or whatever. That's his shtick, but he's also a good promo and very fierce when he's there in the ring. Smug villain Roman Reigns, the guy who you can't keep down. And
Roman Reigns will be the final villain. There you go.
The final villain. Yeah, he sits there. He Superman punches you. You could do a promo. Which is stronger, a Superman punch or the Swiss uppercut? You could do
pretty dope.
Yeah, and you know, if he hits you with that spear, it's over or anything like that. You can have Samoa Joe, the submission machine. So many different guys who could be fucking stars right now, and they choose one.
They could let the cartoon build up that cartoon bullshit that they tell on commentary. Instead of telling that cartoon bullshit on commentary, do it in an actual cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you get to commentary of an actual match, let them do commentary of an actual match. Save the cartoon shit for the cartoons. It's perfect. It's perfect. This way you don't piss off the adult fan. And the kids, you know, they want their fix of like cartoony shit. You got cartoons, and then you watch it come to real life when you watch the real show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's another way for them to get revenue too.
Yes.
That's a good plus for them.
Absolutely. Listening to this makes me disappointed in WWE. This has actually been
you see how I turned you around on everything you. Now you WWE.
I'm sorry, you was cutting.
You saw Slick Disaster's comment. Oh, listen to this. Yeah, disappointed. Yeah,
you were cutting in and out on that one.
Oh no, I thought that was what you were saying. I didn't see if it's Slick Disaster actually said that.
Yeah, but I don't know how this just became such a thought-provoking conversation. Cesaro, Cesaro is so much he could do with the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
He's a very,
I got
very interesting
one more thing to say, if
you
let me indulge.
Yeah, go ahead.
When Cesaro's contract expires, do you think he should renew it and stay with WWE, or should he just go to the Indies and wreck shit up there?
Depends. Does he like money?
I think Cesaro. I think he's gonna stay, and I think he should stay.
His wife's there too.
Who's his wife?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah. Shit.
Who's his wife?
Because I would really like to see him go on a tear as a singles guy, and like in WWE, he won't be given that chance because I'm pretty sure Vince doesn't see anything. So it just been nice to see him have like a nice little indie run, or not even indie run, but like just around the world other than WWE, and just kill it without the
I would like to make this I would like to make this part of a discussion like a standalone video, but I'm afraid nobody will see it because of the fucking restrictions.
I'll be there.
Of course.
Holy cow. Hold on, time out. You know what I looked at Cesaro's Wikipedia. Remember when him and Tyson Kidd were a tag team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Originally, WWE just put them together, and they had no say in it.
Really?
Yep, they had zero say in it, and they just happened to click, and then they became close friends. They became close friends afterwards.
Wow. Yeah, because like when they first had a match together, they really clicked. I was like, wow, it looked like they've been working on this for like months, but
nope, they just got thrown together for no reason.
And that's why I say that Cesaro is so good with tag teams, because that's his specialty.
Yeah,
I honestly believe that is his specialty.
Yeah, he got Jack freaking Swagger over, so he
yeah,
can get anybody over. But yeah, that's all I have to say.
All right, matey, thanks for calling in, and you really sparked a good one on that one.
Yeah, that's right.
Catch you later. Go ahead, man.
Before I go, just want to say, guys, you know the drill. Subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, donate if you can. To me, these guys are the diamond in the rough in the wrestling community. Their voices should be heard.
Yeah, that's if they could even find us in the wrestling community anymore. God damn it. Fuck us all over. I hate
Just keep doing what you guys do, man.
Will do. All right, man. Have a good night. Hey, before you go, where are you from?
I'm from the land down under Australia.
Ah, see, we had a Kiwi, and now we have an Australian in here.
I think they should feud. Maybe set up a match with them at Mania or some shit.
Hey, listen, you guys have some lovely women. I appreciate you sending over Emma, Kay, and Peyton Royce.
Yeah, we got some.
Speaking of Emma, why didn't we get Dana Brooke tonight? Put her over. That's a joke. I don't mean that. I really don't. All right, Manic, I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for calling in.
Take it easy, bro.
Thank you.
You know what Cesaro's real ceiling is?
Go ahead.
Wyza, you still there?
Yeah, go.
Wyza?
You can't hear me.
Oh yeah, okay, there you are. You know what Cesaro's real ceiling is?
Go.
Scott Steiner.
WCW Scott Steiner?
And it's a joke because he actually cites Scott Steiner as like his favorite wrestler, and he comes out with sirens.
Oh, damn, he did? I didn't know that.
All right, Wyza, not really a big fan of that joke. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I
didn't hear you.
Wait, all right, I know you mean you said he comes out with the Scott Steiner sirens, but did he ever say that he was a big fan of Scott Steiner?
Scott Steiner is one of his favorite wrestlers. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he loves Scott Steiner.
Why?
He's Scott Steiner. That's why.
Maybe you should follow his promo. I don't fucking know. All right, let's get RBI in there. Not a fan of that joke. Let's get RBI. RBI, turn me the fuck down before I kill you.
Why?
Because it's an echo. All right, go ahead. RBI, shoot it.
Where do you get a 1996 Cavs jersey with a 2010 logo on it?
All right, so.
Damn.
Yeah.
That burial.
There was one more that wanted to come in. Let me see. I wonder if he wanted to talk about anything. Do you think he did? We'll never know, do we? Maybe we'll find out next week if he wanted to talk. All right. Damn, we gotta wait for him to come in because he said he wanted to end off the show with a one-liner. I need him to join a chat. Quick, where is he?
No, man, Cesaro's the fucking.
Chat.
Okay, not only did Cesaro, not only did Cesaro name Scott Steiner as one of his 5 favorite wrestlers, he also loves Scott Steiner's promos.
Oh my god, that's why.
And his reasoning is just like, you hear a Scott Steiner promo and it's like you just can't recreate it. I can tell you the words and everything, but the way that he says it, it's just, how can you possibly recreate that?
By sheer greatness. Scott Steiner was the fucking man. I still gotta watch his math promo.
Daddy, I'm unstoppable. He just doesn't say words.
Like what?
It's just like, what did you just say?
None of what you just said was words, by the way.
You want me to do ferrets? I'm doing him and egg. Blah, 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 blah. I'm taking this up to your dumb redneck ass.
God damn.
I'm hungry. It's like that's his promo. He just yells shit. You know he's mad at you. But that's about it.
I wonder if I'm still in No, I'm not in restricted mode. So why don't I see the chat? Man, it's not showing me the chat.
I see the chat.
Yeah, you probably see it. I hit the refresh button because it got frozen. But when
they talking about this burial you gave RBI though.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's good stuff. All right, here we go. Boston HD, drink it in, man.
I just want to say one thing.
I want you to fix your mic before you do.
You're right. Hold on.
It sounds like he's scratching his ass, right?
All right. Can you hear me now?
You're good.
There we go. Hey, good job getting that mic out of here.
Now he got himself out of here. Where is he?
Drink it in, man.
Drink it in, man. Yeah, he's the drink it in, man.
All right, what's up, Boston HD?
That might have been his one-liner.
Drink it in, man. He's done.
Might have been it. He fucking took a powder. He's out of there. He said, "We're done here." He ends the show with "Drink it in," man. God damn it. All right. Well, I guess we're finished. Blackjack, are we done here?
Yeah, looks like we're all done. Doesn't look like anybody else wants to get in. Let's get up out of here.
Yeah, that's over 2 hours. That's 2.5 hours. Yeah, we gotta go. That's a long show. All right, follow us on the good old Twitter gimmicks. It's gonna be at It's21 Blackjack on Twitter for Blackjack.
There you go.
And at Wyzanow, WYZANOW. It's 21 Blackjack is probably pretty easy to spell. Yeah, so support the content creators because YouTube clearly gave up on us and don't give a fuck no more. So have a good night, everybody. Whoever's still awake, bye.